What is happening to you guys, and welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate. I am your host, El Capitan, and tonight on the tailgate party that never seems to stop, we're going to go into all the latest media stuff coming out through CBS, through Miami Herald, through the Sun Sentinel. Shout out to the Dolphins media team, dropping all kinds of good stuff on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, all kinds of good things to look at. We're going to get into all of it. We're going to look at it. We're going to dissect it. But before we do, guys, make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribing to the show and checking out all the great content we have here on the network. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, come over to YouTube and subscribe here and check out all the great shows we got. Starting every week on Tuesdays with Tonk 7 TMI Tuesdays, live around 9, color commentary, doing some co-hosting on there with them. You guys can also catch color on Thursdays, doing late night color commentary, sometimes during the day, sometimes during the night. Just keep the notification bell on to find out when. Saturdays, late night exhale with our main man, Ali. You know, Ali coming in here, killing it when he can get on it. And every other night of the week, you got me, El Capitan, doing it right, TFTG style, the Fins Tailgate. Cash App, Venmo, guys, help support the show. We really appreciate all the donations, everything to help the show grow, production quality, everything, all in it. Super Chat is always welcome. Members, shout out to the members and the mods. Fanatics link is in the description, guys. Please, if you're buying any gear, go to Fanatics, get your stuff, hit the link, check it out, holla at your boy, grab some of our stuff as well. Link is in the description. Get yourself a TFTG hat or get a flag. Get ready for the TFTG family stuff. Also, guys, link in the description for there, Backroom Collections. Hashtag TFTG to get 10% off all your purchases through Backroom Collections. So, thanks, guys. Everybody who's jumped up in here early. What's happening, guys? Who was in here first? Marino's GOAT in this mug quick and early. Mike right after him. What's happening, guys? California. Mr. Paulk, what's up? Ali and Color in here, who are also in the back. They'll be jumping up soon enough. Scott, what's happening, buddy? 72 Fins logo. How goes it, my main man? What's up, Epps? Coming sliding through. What's going on? Yeah, nice. Got a 2-week vacation for some healing time. Get yourself some extra TFTG, Epps. I like that. Ron up in here. What's up, family? How goes it? Raul, what's going on? Patrick, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the family. What's going on, CB83? What's up, AV? California, what's going on? How goes it, everyone? Let me go ahead and hit this Facebook thing real quick for everybody over there. If they're trying to send their comments, now they'll come through. Got it. So, guys, I'm going to bring on Ali and Color. Both the dudes are in the back. And have my boys come up. What is happening, guys? How goes it?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Pretty dang good, man.
That's good. That's good, boys. You guys able to check out any of the media stuff today? Anything coming out you wanted to?
Just dribbles. I saw that drop. I think it was that Hunter Long that dropped that one. And then I saw a nice.
I thought it was Craycraft that dropped it.
That's who I thought it was at first, but somebody had said something about Hunter Long. I don't know. I have to double check that, but I saw Waddle caught a nice one over the middle.
Listen,
on X.
Armando Salguero had a pretty interesting tweet. He pointed out essentially in the tweet, he said he watched Xavier Howard pretty much snatch the soul away from Devontae Parker, just shutting him down in practice. And yet here's Waddle in his second year putting the work on one of the best DBs in the game. Yeah, and I was like, damn, dude, what a way to think about it. What's up, Mark? How goes it, my man? Yeah, man. I mean, like when he put it like that, like it is Xavier Howard that he's doing this on. It's not, Nick Needham, and no shade on Nick Needham, but Nick Needham's a damn good corner as well, but not a Pro Bowl, one of the highest paid corners in the game, and he's putting some work on him, and as a second-year player. And it's technical work, too. He's draped all over him. Now, granted, guys.
Let's face it, Nick Needham ain't getting a long-form interview with Richard Sherman anytime soon.
All right, there you go. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Perfectly put, Color. So, we've got tons of good stuff. I guess we could start with some of the Twitter stuff that they dropped. And this is on Twitter and Facebook and things like that. And if you guys are on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, anything, follow. We do our best to communicate, always keeping in touch with the fans, everything, all of us, Ali, Color, all of us guys, we're about the fandom and the community. But let me go ahead and pull up a couple of videos that they had sprung on us during the day, last couple of hours or so. Little dribbles and drabbles, as Color said. This is Keon Crossan after practice doing extra.
What position does he play?
Keon Crossan is a DB, so he can play corner, but he's a special teams ace. But they paid him good money. He got like I don't have my notes; everything's still packed away. But he got some decent money. I want to say he's guaranteed. It was like a $10 million, just under $10 million contract, or right around $10 million, and like 8 of it was guaranteed, like this year. So he's got like $6 million or so guaranteed this year.
When you pay players like that, they're guaranteed to make this roster.
Yeah, he's definitely making this roster, and they're definitely not just seeing him as a special teams guy, but that he'll fill in the secondary as a corner, nickel safety. He plays all that stuff. So none of it elite, but he's a veteran, savvy, very good, and he's a big dude, bro. He's big boy. So that was one of the videos that they had. Let me go ahead and pull up some more. Oh, did you see the Preston Williams tweet that just came out in the last hour?
Oh, where he was saying that he just wants an opportunity?
Just want an opportunity. # shake my head. that does not spell good for Preston Williams if he's feeling a little, I don't want to say salty, but left out. You know what I'm saying?
There's always an opportunity in modeling on that runway.
Yeah, as a swimsuit modeling he was doing is pretty good. So here's Tua.
Yeah, according to the camp notes, there's been a lot of like 15-yard passes, which is going to open up those 50-yard passes, is what they're trying to say.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go in through the camp notes next. I have Barry Jackson and I think it was Omar Kelly from the Sun Sentinel, but we're going to go into some of those camp notes next.
It's a gorgeous throw, man.
It is. You see how it comes around the edge? Boom.
Looks like it's a lot more.
That's what it's supposed. That's a cannon look right there, but that's what it's supposed to look like coming off a quarterback's arm, man.
Listen, we've been expecting to see what Tua's live action throwing arm looks like, and I am not displeased at all.
And notice the flow of his body. If you catch it at the last second before it shifts the scene, you can see the flow of Tua's body, all the momentum, everything.
It's kinetic energy is what it is.
Perfect, man.
It's kinetic energy is how that works. You can see. Let's see if we can get. Ball is gone.
You notice how his arm he's got the ball a little further out when he starts to cock back. He's actually controlling the ball coming out of his hand. It ain't just he ain't just hurling it.
Well, he controlled the ball in his hand, and then what you're saying by that is something I'm about to say. Is if you notice the ball on flight, the nose is down to angle it in to where he's going to catch it. So look, the note. I mean, it just comes straight down out of it. Watch it.
It looked like he was pulling a lever and not swinging a.
Yeah, he's not heaving
not
it
swinging
from
a
his
catapult.
backside.
You know what I mean?
Not heaving it from his backside. It's all mechanical.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like right there.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I think we've all been, I don't want to say impressed because, again, like we said, this isn't live pads and everything like that, but definitely not displeased to say the least. Happily at the point of where his production from his arm throw is going, and a lot of questions that a lot of people had, good questions, rightful questions, or over criticism at times. But I think the Dolphins have done a pretty good job displaying to fans and media that, hey, this is not going to be the same. It's not going to be a rewrite of last year with this. It's going to be something to not just root for, but count on. Hopefully we're going to be able to count on this type of production, this type of pass game, this type of run game. And we already count on the defense, don't we?
That's true.
Let's Scott Jackson has it right here. He says 9 of 15 with an interception today. We're going to go into all the camp notes here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and pull up a couple more of these little videos that they had here early on. Guys just getting ready, doing some stretches and whatnot, just some BS, as you guys know. A little bit of figure if I show everybody, you guys don't have to go look for it later. Bring it all to you. Tyreek Hill with the orange jersey.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got the orange jersey. Anybody know what type of music they played?
Yeah, let's hear it.
No, I'm asking, does anyone know? Because I don't know.
No, I don't. But is that Wes Welker behind him getting in it? In the orange? Yeah. That's Wes Welker. Yeah, look, I got an orange jersey too, bitches.
I think he did that on purpose.
I think so too.
You got the creamsicle orange.
I was gonna say, look at a little Tampa orange there.
That was that Thursday night creamsicle.
Man, Wes still look like he got it, doesn't he? He still look like he could throw him out there.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure the concussion protocol would say different, but the mechanics look like he's still killing it. I'm glad he's coaching. I'm glad he's coaching with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a good pickup play by the defense. Duke Riley out there making his presence felt. I'll show you guys this one. It's pretty good. Hold on. Son of a bitch. Ugh. Let me pull it up. I think that's on Alec Ingold. I can't tell. Yeah.
Who is the receiver?
I think that's Alec Ingold.
84.
34.
Oh, I thought it was 84.
No, it's 34. I think that's Alec Ingold. Color, is that Alec Ingold?
So, who? The guy that the receiver?
Yeah, is that
34? I could have sworn it was Hunter Long, is what somebody said in a tweet, but I'm not sure. He looks too small to be Hunter Long.
I know, right?
But they do have that big weight on their helmet. Could just be making them look smaller.
I can't tell if that's a 3 or an 8.
84?
It's either 84 or 34. Pull up that roster color and see who's number 84 and number 34.
I'm doing right now, yeah.
I know Hunter Long wears 84, so that's probably Hunter Long if it's 84. But if it's 34, I wonder if it's. Oh no! Look, that's Hunter Long. I can see his face from here.
Right now, wait. Keep it paused right there.
That is Hunter Long.
That's Hunter Long.
Face.
That's Hunter Long. I can tell.
Right. But keep it paused there a second. This is exactly what I wanted to do when I saw this for the to continue to illustrate, my side lectures on.
Thanks to everybody in chat. Everybody's telling us it's Hunter Long and that Ingold and the running backs were in red.
Right.
No contact jerseys. So I appreciate it, everybody.
Right. So this is continuing my series lecture on what makes a great receiver and how important the eyes are opposed to everything else, and watching it all the way into possession. Where are he's got the ball. Check it out. Hold on. So check it out. He's got the ball cradled in his hands. He's already caught it. Okay. Where are his eyes?
Well, once the ball's caught, he should be looking.
Right. But where are his eyes?
But here's the thing: in this view, you can't really tell because of his face mask.
Okay.
If you go one frame back, you might be able to tell.
Right. But where you can always tell by the orientation of their head more than anything. Where his eyes? Look at that right there.
Field. I see what you're saying.
The ball is in his hands.
On the ball right there.
Right. The ball is in his hands caught. Where are his eyes? Looking away. Right now, finish the rest of the play in real time from right there.
Well, look,
even though the ball's already caught.
Well, he doesn't maintain enough of possession, and he's looking in front of him.
The ball is choosing where to go. He's not choosing what to do with it. He's not taking it out of the air. If he would have taken that ball out of the air and put it where he wants, then 45's hand can't come in and swipe it out like that because he would have saw it coming.
Did we get a new member? Shout out to them.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out to Mike.
The defender still could have been good enough to make that play, but point being, he had no hope to defend against 45 swiping his arm down and causing the incompletion.
Thanks for renewing the membership, Mike. Appreciate it, homie.
Appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, Duke Riley made a good play on the ball though too. I mean, look, his coverage on it was really nice. Ball was well placed. I don't know. I couldn't see who threw the ball.
It was Skylar
Thompson.
Yep.
Great throw. Should have been a great catch. D played it well though. Ball is placed perfectly over the defender like that. Drops right in the bucket. You're right, Color. If Hunter Long was paying more attention to where his hands were in receiving this football,
he would have secured it before 45's arm comes swiping through.
It wouldn't have mattered if 45 was punching down on it because he would have seen him punching down on it.
He would have already secured it.
Well, look, if you look too, I think he was looking at where he's landing because he knew he was close to the sideline. But you know what? That's why this is practice. The young guy is this is where you get better right here.
I wasn't picking I just wanted to use it as an illustration of how important watching the ball all the way into your possession is.
Look, he had two more steps. He got a little bit too worried about
because then if you pull up, I don't know if you already looked at it. I was trying to deal with something on my in my private world, but the Jalen Waddle catch. Now if you pull that up, and do the same thing. Pay attention to his eyes all the way through the catch and all that. You'll understand why he was able to do what he did against Xavier Howard.
That's the one we're going to pull up next. So here's Tua throwing
and now
Waddle.
Do the same exercise. I gotta tend to this conversation, but do the same thing with the slow-mo and all that, like at the point of catch, and just like do what I just did. Just watch his eyes, watch what happens with his head all the way through the catch. Then you'll see what makes a great receiver.
So yeah, you could literally watch him.
Look at it follow all the way around. Now it might have been so fast that his head had to catch up, but look what happens to his head. It swings all the way around with the ball.
Well, he's still got.
He's not thinking of anything else. He's not thinking of anything else.
Well, he's already taken his focus off whatever the hell Xavier Howard's doing. Don't matter, because I need that football before
exactly. That's mine. See, you're mine. You're mine. I'm taking you. And now watch his head. Boom. Do I have it? I have it. His eyes were on the ball the whole time.
And Xavier Howard made the heads up play, not dragging the wide receiver to the ground. Because let's be real, Xavier Howard wouldn't have laid off of him. Because as you know what I'm saying, I know everyone wants to say, oh, he threw Xavier off, but Xavier's like, no, I'm not going to take the young kid to the ground and practice. Because look, see his right hand let go of him there. You can see just right here. Look, he's got him, and then he let go. See,
talk about this real quick. Go back to where his hand's on his backside. I've seen this in multiple clips now, and I have a concern about this. So, what is considered pass interference when it comes to defense?
Whether the ref sees that and wants to call it or not.
You can grab anyone. You can't hold anyone. That's it. If he's there and you're running along, you can hold that guy and run around the field with him. But as soon as he pulls away, you got to let him go.
And you can't be the reason that he was not able to make the catch. You can't be the reason. You can't impede him from actually attempting to make the catch.
You see how his hand's already coming off?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's practiced as well. That if he misses that ball and the receiver flings and throws his arms up and flings around, that's how they do that.
Right.
That's how they show.
And yes, Ali, that is subjective. So that's the part where they're like during the playoffs where the refs are told, let them play a little more. Yeah. You get away with stuff like that a little more.
It gets a little bit more 1990s football in the playoffs, which is why playoff football is the best.
Yeah, I've just seen it a lot this training camp, and that's why I'm like, oh, I hope we don't have to worry about that.
Listen, I'd say rather practice it where the DBs are a little more handsy on them, and then you find out what kind of ref you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You get away with everything you can get away with, and then
beautiful catch, by the way.
You worry about what you can't later. If these refs are calling everything, which I think we'll expect on September 11th, is everything to be called, and that's. Not just because it's the Patriots and all that other nonsense, but always early in the season, they always they're just flag happy early in the season. They want to set a standard and stuff. So let's go ahead and bring up another one. The last one I got up here. And then we'll start going through some of these interviews and who, the player notes and all that good stuff. Just everybody coming out to the field. Looks like Noah Igbenogany out there leading them. Was that Noah? Can't tell. Jesus, look how much bigger Raekwon Davis looks than everyone that comes out of this tunnel real quick. Raekwon Davis, and is that Emmanuel Ogbah? Who's number 97? And Emmanuel Ogbah is 98, right? Everybody's coming out. Look at Raekwon Davis. He's a monster. And Jalen Phillips is giant, bro. Looks like he could be a basketball player, how tall he is. Look, everybody's running out. There's Zack Sieler. We all know how big Zack Sieler is. And then Raekwon Davis. He just looks like a freaking Mack truck coming out here. Goodness gracious. He's so big. Such a big dude. Look. It's like, oh man, watch out for that guy, number 98. Which one? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Look at the size of the guy. And dude is just too big, bro. He is too big. Ingram's 97. Ron? Yeah, Scott. 6'7", 320. Guy's a freaking behemoth. Epps says he heard that the Patriots' run game was one of the worst performances ever seen in a practice. Really? That doesn't really surprise me. It seems like, they took that center, what's his name, in the first round this year. Everyone had him as like a second or third day guy. I don't know. I think their day is due in New England as far as just getting away with finding guys and making things work. I think that's long gone. So let's go ahead and pull up Barry Jackson and Andre Fernandez notes from practice, from day 5 of practice. And Tua, Ikuzama, Hill, Waddle, other standout players from today. And here's what happened. This is the most exhausting week of Dolphins training camp, with 6 practices in 7 days. During Monday's session, the fifth of the training camp, backup quarterback Teddy Bridgewater sat out of team drills because of an undisclosed injury, allowing rookie Skylar Thompson to get in the extra work, which he generally capitalized on. Bridgewater was on the field and listed as limited, but not out. Highlights from Monday's practice. Stars of the day, rookie Ikuzama. He and Braylon Sanders have been the best of the receivers competing for the number 4 job, and he caught a 40-yard touchdown from Tua on Monday. Braylon Sanders, I'm hearing a lot of good stuff out, and soon I'm going to be having the top free agents, UDFAs, to potentially make the team. Now, I still only think Braylon Edwards makes the practice squad, but it's going to be close. He might make the football team. I was going to do a top 5 and ended up having to do a top 6 because I had to put him in there. And for everybody who doesn't know, he was guaranteed the most amount of money. Only he and Kellen Deesh were both guaranteed $140,000 in signing money. And that's it. Everyone else got, I think the next best one was 100 and maybe it was 130. I don't remember, but I go through it in that video that's going to be coming out soon. But let's continue. Tagovailoa had another good day, delivering a 45-yard touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill on a crossing route, as well as a aforementioned long touchdown to Ikuzama and a 35-yard touchdown to Jalen Waddle over the middle. The Hill and Waddle throws, which came on consecutive plays, involved some run after catch, but Ikuzama covered 40 air yards easily. Tagovailoa threw 2 passes in the beginning of practice and threw an interception late in practice to Trill Williams, who made a one-handed catch in the corner of the end zone. There appeared to be a miscommunication between Tagovailoa and Waddle on the play, allowing Williams an opportunity to intercept it, which he did. Tagovailoa was very sharp otherwise. He also had a 10-yard touchdown pass to Ethan Carter and a 5-yard touchdown throw to Chase Edmonds. He also ran for 10 yards for a touchdown. Linebackers that stood out today were Duke Riley and Sam McGuavin. Riley, Miami's number 3 linebacker, continued an excellent training camp by knocking away Thomas's pass to Hunter Long in the end zone. McGuavin had a good play in pass coverage and flushed Tagovailoa from the pocket on one of his passing attempts, forcing him to throw it away. Freaking Sam McGuavin, bro, you can't count that dude out. He never seems to shake away. And on a team that doesn't have a lot of options at linebacker, and even though we got all these linebackers, there's not so many that play the traditional linebacker role, and McGuavin might end up making this team again.
I know, right?
It's crazy, bro. Thomas, given more opportunities in Bridgewater's absence, acquitted himself well, delivering short touchdown pass to Hill and Trent Sherfield in red zone drills, and then throwing a strike over the middle to Waddle for a touchdown, followed up a 20-yard completion to Sherfield. He later threw a short touchdown to rookie tight end Tanner Connor, which, hey, Ali, there's your boy, Tanner Connor, getting a TD throw from Sky Tommy Gun Thompson.
Yeah, that's right.
So that might be a connection. Who knows? Williams had an impressive interception. The second-year cornerback from Syracuse is making a strong case to be the number 4 cornerback job, and his 2 interceptions in training camp. I actually have another short video that's going to be coming out soon about all the cornerback battle going on. Guys, I actually had a video released today that the members get early. It's shout out to the members. It was in depth on Teron Armstead, all of his past, his contract stuff. Try to do in-depth player profile stuff. So check that out, guys. Tell me what everybody thinks. So plays of the day: Tagovailoa evaded pressure and delivered a 40-yard pass over the middle to Ikuzama for a touchdown, beating Brandon Jones. It was a difficult throw because Tagovailoa was on the run, and that, as you remember what it said in the article, it had 40 air yards all day. So on the aforementioned Hill TD over the middle, Nick Needham was beaten, and Javon Holland couldn't come over quick enough to stop him. Calvin Munson blew up a running play to Zaquandre White. Melvin Ingram also snuffed a rushing attempt as well. Freaking Calvin Munson, bro. This guy Munson, I mean, he's just going to Munson up the whole freaking thing if we ain't careful. Williams had a beautiful one-handed interception in the corner of the end zone on a fade to Waddle. Trill Williams, it was Tagovailoa's only pick of the day, one-handed snag. Other notables of the day, Raekwon Davis and Andrew Van Ginkel, the Gink monster, had sacks, both guys. Mohamed Sanu caught a touchdown in red zone drills, which is good to hear he's getting that. Zack Sieler was very strong against the run, as usual. Myles Gaskin had a couple of nifty runs that could have gone for 10 or 15 yards in a real game. With Michael Dieter out for now, Cole Banwart remains the only natural healthy center on the roster. So Michael Dieter is out for now. Did you guys know that? That Michael Dieter was out?
I heard something about that.
I heard something about that, but now this is the first I'm seeing it on here. Let me see if you can find anything else on that while I'm reading this article. So,
sure.
Another veteran in cross-training behind center. Another veteran is cross-training at center behind Connor Williams, but reporting rules prohibit revealing the player's identity. Wait a minute. So there is another veteran doing some cross-training behind Connor Williams at center, and they're not going to give us the identity. Michael Dieter's out. Cole Banwart, the undrafted rookie, is the only natural center that's on the roster right now, and they're saying someone else is taking center snaps. Now, I heard, and I've told you guys this a little while back, and I speculated on it, and I was hearing it at the time, but I'll just go ahead and say it now. Solomon Kinley's the guy that I heard was taking some center snaps and getting a little bit of work at center. And whether he'll make the team, I don't know. But if you think about it, Solomon Kinley took Dieter's job once before. There's no reason to think that if he can't snap the ball and take some center snaps going with the second team and third team, he can't take his job again. So I'm not confirming this, but it's from what I've been told, it's Solomon Kinley getting some of those center snaps. But don't hold me to that. That's what I've been told. When we get it confirmed, you guys can go, well, Capitan told me it was Solomon Kinley, so I knew that before you.
He was, I believe this happened on the 29th, and he was in a walking boot for Dieter. That's what I've been told. But there's been no update regarding like his injury complete status. Like, is he really injured? Is it just a concussion? Nothing.
Craig says that Robert Jones was taking it. So does Ron Levy said that Robert Jones. I hadn't heard that. Reason apparently Patrick saying reason said it was Adam Pankey. I think Adam Pankey's been taking snaps at center for a little while. I'm just telling you, I've heard Solomon Kinley is a guy that's been working in at center snaps, and it would make a lot of sense. He could fit in pretty good. Doesn't ask to demand him a lot of vertical movement from the center position, as where if you were a guard in this system, they're going to ask you to pull and come out running out into space sometimes. Very rarely in this system, because they do a lot of 11 and 12-man personnel, do they ask the center to be the pulling guy. They usually have it be a guard or something to that effect. Now, if you have a center like Pouncey, then you go ahead, get that dude out into some space. There's no Pouncey on this football team. So we'll know more as time goes on, and maybe we'll see exactly who this guy is. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Adam Pankey. I know he has done some center snaps going back to last year, but I'm taking as it's the new guy, and it's Solomon Kinley. It's what I've heard about a month ago, that he was looking to get some center snapping opportunity, and that the Dolphins in the beginning, when they signed Connor Williams, viewed him as a potential center option, and that they also shortly after that were looking at giving Solomon Kinley some of that opportunity as well. And why not? Why not? So
did you go over the young defensive backs update notes yet, or no?
No, I'm still going through it. So Larnell Coleman and Greg Little have been uneven in their snaps on the offensive line. I don't know what that means. They've been uneven on their snaps. I'm guessing one of the two is getting a lot more work. I would imagine that to be Greg Little. For your information, the team will be practicing in pads for the first time on Tuesday. So tomorrow's a big day for practice. Center Michael Dieter and defensive back Adam Butler remain sidelined. And Bridgewater, as noted, was limited in practice, not wearing any protective covering, but seemed to be walking fine. Raheem Mostert and Alec Engel were in red non-contact jerseys. Dolphins have them in a maintenance program as they work their way back from 2021 knee injuries. So maybe there'll be some more notes on the Sun Sentinel article from David Fornes. Playmakers in space, stock up, stop down addition a little bit. Let's see what he's got here. He's kind of scanned through this real quick. Why don't you go ahead and give us that update, Ali?
According to the Miami Dolphins, they have some camp notes for today. So Trill Williams picked off his second pass of 11 on 11 this camp. Mm-hmm. But his passes defended are approaching double digits.
That's good to hear.
He's showcased exceptional ball skills in a defense that he says plays to his traits perfectly. Also, and this is a big one, rookie safety Verone McKinley III earned his nickname the General in college for his communication and leadership abilities. That he's the guy that played with Javon Holland. While McKinley was patrolling the back end at Monday's practice, the Dolphins offense had to throw the ball away a handful of times.
Well, that's defense don't have to lay down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to get embarrassed on and stuff. Can't be just
the whole offense had to throw the ball away. Wow, did they all take turns?
Yeah, they all just said throw the ball, and Tua would throw it.
Yeah, I guess the offense, they were saying that a lot of times the ball had to be thrown away. So also, go ahead.
Here's some a little bit more in-depth notes from here. I'll get into it. Williams had a highlight reel one-handed interception, as we said. Miscommunication. Waddle won a red zone one-on-one against Xavier Howard. We've seen that clip. Tagovailoa was able to get the ball to his target. The previous two practices, Howard had pass breakups against Hill when he was manned up against him. Duke Riley with his impressive strip, on Hunter Long. Skylar Thompson over the middle to Trent Sherfield. We went over that. Let's see. One-on-one in the red zone one-on-ones, Edmonds had a rep where he beat Jerome Baker to the outside for a catch and score. Javon Holland broke up a pass for Mike Gesicki, and Brandon Jones got the best of Durham Smythe on a play. Atlanta Roberts forced Tua to throw the football away. Quincy Wilson, who had a pass deflection guarding Tanner Connor towards the end of Monday's session. Cedric Redwine had a near interception in red zone drill on one-on-one against Adam Shaheen. Lynn Bowden muffed a punt, which is not good for him. He needs to show that he can do some damage in the special teams, or at least provide something, because I'm looking at guys like that undrafted rookie that we were just talking about. And, a lot of these dudes are chomping at the bit. Eric Ikuzama, these guys are sliding further and further down. Lynn Bowden, Preston Williams. After Hill and the rookie lineman Andres Blaze put on his show before Saturday's practice, pump up the fans. Monday's drills saw Thompson and a rookie wide receiver, Braylon Sanders, do a mock version with no fans in attendance. So that's funny. They got the rookies to go out there and do what Tyreek Hill and Andres Blaze did to nobody in the stands. That's good old fun hazing. Their version involved the gritty dance, and it was perhaps a dress rehearsal for Tuesday when the fans were there. So that's pretty awesome. They got them to go out there. Stock up big time is on Trill Williams. He brought down the second interception in training camp, one-hander, as we said. Previously, you had a pick six against Teddy Bridgewater in an earlier practice. Stock is down by this report. Mike Gesicki has not been very involved as a passing target through the 5 practices, which has to call into question his role in this new offense when Hill and Waddle are seeking so much of the work. Gesicki was blanketed by Holland on one-on-one that Holland broke up at the end zone. So, Color, little bit of something that you and I have been talking about, what we've been hearing about Mike Gesicki. You guys will have to check out Color's show because he's going to be putting together a little something. He was talking to Ali backstage. Some stuff we've been hearing about Mike Gesicki in other places. We heard a lot of it for a long time, and you guys have heard some stuff too. But some of these rumors are starting to get a little bit rowdier as we've heard. Right, guys?
Definitely has. The rumors are starting to pick up. Every day, even not even the media is talking about it. People in the chat are bringing it up. I know on Stephen D's show and other shows here and everything.
Listen,
people can see it. You can read him like a palm when he's talking in front of people.
He's not trying to hide it. That's the thing. He's displeased. He's not happy. He doesn't. I don't think he's really much enjoying his role and his transition. And I feel like, in some ways, he feels like, well, he would be a better player in the role if he was paid his money, but they didn't. They essentially want him to prove himself again, and he, by his own credit, probably feels like he proved himself enough. And so, now, to me, more and more that the rumors of trade bait look pretty open.
I understand his point of view of why he feels that he's proved enough, but at the same time,
he's a tight end, not a wide receiver. This is the problem.
This is the problem. But at the same time, also, if you look at it, we're talking about tight ends. I can go in the draft and get a tight end that does exactly what you do and perform the same.
I've got 3 tight ends right now that can do what you can do outside of your extra 8 inches of radius around you to catch footballs and one-handed grabs,
which Tua is proving more and more every day he don't need.
He doesn't need it. That's the thing. Tua's accuracy doesn't need a guy like him. You know who needs a guy like him? The kid in Jacksonville could use somebody like him. They could totally use a tight end with a catch radius like that. There's a couple somebody else's. Color is going to be doing a special on some of the rumors, right? Color, you're going to go into
actually. Speaking of Jacksonville, They got a guy named Evan Engram that played for Giants, and he's not doing so good from what I heard. So that's
because he's a tree.
Ali, I don't say anything by accident, brother. Nothing by accident.
I know.
Nothing is by accident.
Evan Engram is like is in the dictionary under retread, bro. Are you kidding me? He has not performed since week whatever. Whenever the last time I tried to play him because he had a good performance, he's never had a good performance then, man.
Another kid that could do something good with a guy like that.
Lost count.
Would be up near his new home, which is in Giants territory, because they could use him too.
Who, Evan Engram?
No, we're talking about the
Giants. Oh, I was going to say, I thought that's where he just was.
No, Evan Engram came down. I'm just saying. He's another place that we can
Ron says Green Bay. Green Bay is where I heard initially. It's where a lot of connection has come to. But as
Aaron
everyone
Rodgers
knows,
would love to have him.
He would love to have him, I'm sure. And it fits even that wide receiver, that type. If he was going to play the wide receiver role, it would benefit him in all those ways. I think in more ways than one, from what I've heard, is that Green Bay is just difficult to deal with. The hoops, the everything, because of the way the teams, own.
They just usually don't make moves.
A lot of It's a lot of bureaucracy to deal with that team, and you're right.
They don't make moves like that.
They don't. They really generally don't make moves like that.
They're like the St. Louis Cardinals of the NFL, dude.
That's a perfect way to put it, Color.
That's a great point.
And they're like how the Raiders used to do in the 90s. Remember the Raiders would get like top name guys and they would give them like a middling contract, and you would think that it would be all these guys they would sign, and it would all be these middling contracts, but they would all be on the downturn of their career. And it was contracts. It was just fodder for the fans. And that's why the Raiders end up, losing all their crap. But yeah, to me, it makes a lot of sense for Green Bay. But Green Bay is not the teams that we're hearing that are connected to a potential Mike Gesicki trade. And Color's going to do something tomorrow on that. Color, are you thinking about it?
It was going to be tomorrow, but I'm thinking I'm pretty much locked down going to camp tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll what kind of energy I'll have for it by the time we get back from camp.
Well, maybe we'll squeeze it the day after tomorrow. Maybe Ali or I or both of us will fill in some way for Tonk 7 tomorrow.
I was gonna say. I mean, I could try to make Tonks.
No, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out something with Tonk, and then either me or Ali will fill in. And whenever you get home with all your active footage from tomorrow at practice, we'll go through that. Maybe you could bring that on either at the end of Tonk's show, or maybe we'll just do like an hour color show after Tonk to just bring all that stuff on. And we'll push the Gesicki thing till Wednesday. And actually, maybe it'll be for the better. Maybe some other things will shake out after tomorrow too. And you know what, Color? If you get a chance to ask Gesicki that question, you could say, "Hey, Mike, what do you think about the rumors you might be traded off the Dolphins?" Get his answer. Right. That would be pretty awesome.
He might just block you.
If he blocks you, that would be okay. That would be okay.
I'd be way more clever. I'd be like, "Hey, do you like cheddar cheese, Mike?"
Ooh, yeah. What kind of cheese do you like, Mike?
What's your favorite cheese, Mike? Cheddar or Swiss?
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I'd ask him Swiss. Go cheddar or sharp. Sharp cheddar or American.
You like sharp or extra sharp?
Yeah.
And that pigeonholes him. That means
he's got to answer one.
That means he likes cheddar cheese. You know what I mean?
I'll get in touch with my Green Bay contact and let him know that it's all open for business, and we'll just handle this ourselves, and we'll let the team know how it's worked out once we finish and what we got to do. So we'll let them know what the dealio is.
Maybe I'll show up in a cheese head.
Don't do that. What you should show up in, I wish you had it. As soon as I can, I'm going to get gear for all the boys, get you all the flag and hats and stuff for the TFTG.
Yeah, everybody's going to clip what I just said now. They're going to
if you had a TFTG
I'm a secret Green Bay fan.
Hey, it's all right, Color. I already did it. I put it on my MySpace.
You need to get a TFTG hat color and get a lanyard made, and it says TFTG on it, and just wear it. Just wear it. Don't say nothing about it. Don't use it.
What you do is you walk around like you
you
know where you're going, bro.
Make sure when you get that lanyard for him, it says beat writer on top of it.
Because don't put nothing. Don't put none of that on there. Just put TFTG on it and have like something on there, some writing. Don't make it look like anything. But just like, no, it's memorabilia stuff. So if someone does ask them, look, it just is whatever it was. It's what it is. But to me, dog, this is decoration. This is
right. And then you just walk around with this look on your face like you know where you're going. Nobody will ever bother
you. If you look like you're irritated, everyone thinks you're
that helps too. Sure.
My grandpa, I told you this story. My grandpa would pull right up into the South Florida Fair, park inside the fair. He'd pull right up into the rodeo, park inside the rodeo. He'd get out, he'd tell somebody, he goes, I'm parking over in there. And they'd be like, all right. People would wave him on. They'd clear the crowd out of the way. He ain't got no business even being there, much less driving in the middle of it. He would do it all the time, bro. It was awesome.
Bro, back before 9/11, man, I grew up in and around a hospital. My mom's worked in one all my life, and a lot of years in the emergency room. But before 9/11, man, it was so loose. Like I said, as long as you look like you know where you're going, like. If somebody looks at you, you beat them to the punch. You're like, can I help you with something? Or something, and it's like you can literally get anywhere in a hospital back then you wanted to. Just with that attitude, like just walking around, like all the doors were unlocked everywhere. You could walk right into somebody's surgery, man, if you wanted to. Back in the day.
Yeah, that's not good now.
Hey, Cap, can you drop me in the back? I got to take care of something real quick.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
But yeah, I've noticed that change happened right after 9/11. Then they kind of soft targeted it. Like they made it like a soft target, hospitals and such. And then now I can't even get in the hospital without having reason to be there.
Word. Yeah, you gotta all that good stuff color. So yeah, that's pretty much the notes from today. Let's go ahead and start pulling up some of these access videos. I figure what I'll start before we get into all the whatchamacallit, the interviews and everything like that.
Well, shout out to Level 2, man. Usually ain't around this late.
What's up, Level 2? What's going on? CBS had all access. They had on which one was it first? Let's find it. Let me go ahead and get it up. So it's Bo Camper doing the all access stuff. Let me get it pulled up here.
Man, I gotta gear up tonight. Dang.
What's up, Caddyshack? I ain't seen you in a long time either, buddy. What's going on? All the dudes are out. What's going on, everybody? Let me go ahead and pull this up, and I got another one afterwards. Let me try to get it in here. Boom. Do it like this color.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to Camp Dolphins All Access. I'm Kim Bocamper, joining our quarterback, John Congemian. Since we're here for the start of week 2 of training camp, let's talk about the quarterbacks, what we've seen. We've talked about the coaches, offensive line.
Man, Bocamper looking jacked up, ain't he? I know he's always jacked up, but he looks in high spirits about the Dolphins right now, don't he? He usually seems to be a little bit more of the temper his expectations. Always a rooting for the team, but he seems to be really jacked up.
Important position, the quarterback position. I know you've been out here every day. What have you seen from the two top guys?
Well, I think starting with Tua, obviously, he's had a command of the offense. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to learn. Everybody has high expectations of what this offense can do, but everybody kind of forgets that there's new terminology, there's new plays, there's new schemes. And I think matching up motion and getting everybody lined up where they're supposed to be, there's a lot of nuances to this offense. And I think that Tua, getting experience early in this camp.
So a common thing I've heard a lot of is how much command of the offense Tua seems to have at this point. It's a whole new offense. And just like John Congemi said, new terminology, installing new stuff. But I'm hearing a lot of good things about Tua being poised and telling everyone and it's not just the nonsense you hear like, oh yeah, he's telling me where to go. Like, no, they're actually seeing it on the field. Tua's telling.
And I'm not in terminology, yes, but I'm not so sure it's that much different offense. It's like McDaniel said, they're really just adding to what we already do. But that being said, yeah, there is, it is new terminology, but it does sound like a little bit of a, hey, let's set the expectation low. You know what I mean?
Well,
but
I don't
see it as planting a seed for an excuse later. I just see it as, hey, realize this. But I think Tua is getting it a lot quicker than people realize, because there really is just kind of adding to what we already do.
You remember when we were hearing quite a bit, hey, all word coming back to is grasp the offense really well.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this quiz thing and they're talking to him and he knows stuff and he's studying it really good. But as much as we want to believe that stuff and we get excited when we hear it, we still temper our expectations as Dolphin fans. We've heard this nonsense before, but by all accounts, eye to eye, seeing what's going on the field, it's confirming what we're hearing, that he is grasping this offense.
Well,
he does feel comfortable in it.
And see, that's the thing. It's all perspective, because it's one thing to say, hey, a guy's got a new offense to learn and a new terminology to learn when he's actually out there doing fairly decent, than it is to say all that when he's throwing the rock in the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, Color. Exactly. Better.
Completely different perspective.
Camp of motion and directing people, and then actually going through his job of putting the football out on time and on target. A lot of things to handle early, but I thought Teddy and Tua has done a really good job of really moving the offense and getting the offense up to the line of scrimmage and executing the way I would think Coach McDaniel would like to see.
It's nice to have Teddy Bridgewater back here, Northwestern High guy coming back to town. And what can he give to Tua?
Man, everybody loved Teddy Bridgewater, bro. Everybody, man, it's nice to have Teddy back in town. Everybody loves him.
That confidence out of Tyreek is just leaching out onto everybody, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I think, and again, Color, and I don't want to throw shade on the other coach, but everyone operated differently. And it's not a bad thing. We've seen the Patriots and other teams before operate in a militant sense, where it's more militant. And that's going to be, bow tie and button up, and you're going to be all this professional stuff. We don't need all that extracurricular nonsense. It's not focusing, and that's some way of doing it. Now,
it's just a different way. In this case, they're relying on a guy like Tyreek, who has so much charisma and can back up that charisma, and can back up that charisma. But what I like to do, having played a little in high school and having had to play with a team and all that, and expectations of your teammates and all that, there was always that guy on our team every year that it was like, everybody was like, I don't want that guy to see me mess up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? There was always that one or two guys or that group of guys where it was like, I want to be cool in their eyes. I want to be able to perform so I'm respected by them or that guy. You know what I mean?
You mean? They're leading by example, and you don't want to let them
down. Everybody, even down to the offensive lineman. I got to do my job because I don't want to face Tyreek in the morning. You know what I mean?
Like Tyreek, that if you do your job right, he's going to take care of his business.
Exactly.
If you give the quarterback time, and Tua's going to take care of his business, putting the ball where it needs to be.
Tyreek, I kind of used the wrong words there.
Yeah, I kind of
used the wrong words there. It's like you feel like you want to impress that guy.
Not necessarily impress. You don't want to fail them.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it raises everybody's level of awareness. Like, man, Tyreek's on this thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
we can't let him down. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Let's finish this up.
With the experience that he's had.
Well, I think it's just that, Bo. It's experience. Yeah. It's him coming in and knowing that there's going to be no fall off from Tua to Teddy, because you have to have that confidence in an offense that, hey, your guy may be down for a quarter. He may be down for 2 plays. He might be out for 2 weeks. And you have to have a guy that be able to step in and really be seamless. And I think that's what Teddy gives you. He gives you the confidence that you know that you're going to have to be able to put the whole entire offense out in display. You don't have to really protect when Teddy's in the football game. So I think so far he had a day off today, which is probably just maintenance for him. But I think that you've seen both quarterbacks move the offense, execute well, and really complete passes at a high level.
And I'll tell you.
So we don't have to overlook this, but people could say, well, that could be unfair pressure on Tua because there's no drop off from one to the other. I don't think that's what John Conjemi is saying there. I think what he's saying is from a coaching standpoint, he can feel comfortable to not hold back with Tua in any way for any reason, and that the operation of this offense is going to do what it's got to do. And if there's hiccups along the way, we're not going to be derailed from our season. So, but some people are definitely going to read into that a little bit, and that's okay. Listen, Teddy's a good football player, and being a local guy, he's going to get that extra little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm game with that too. I like Teddy Bridgewater. Dolphins have batted their eyes at Teddy Bridgewater for a long time too. So let's continue.
Well, you got the two receivers out there. You got Tyreek, you got Waddle out there, and they're catching everything in sight. These guys are doing a pretty good job getting the ball in their hands.
Well, I think before we started, we talked about Jalen Waddle. I don't think he's dropped a pass the entire camp, even on the jugs machine, you know? So this is a guy you can count on. And Tyreek's getting a lot of the attention, and deservedly so, because he brings a different dynamic to this offense. It was shown on Saturday with the long pass, but he threatens people, and their speed together backs defenses off the line of scrimmage, and it gives more room to the middle of the field for guys like Mike Gesicki.
Did you see freaking Mike McDaniels in that picture? Look at him. What's he doing there? What?
Defenses off the line of scrimmage, and it gives more room to the middle.
Yeah, I know. He's cousin. Everybody didn't know
that. Almost looks like the I was born at night, but not last night. Look,
look like, bro, what? You telling me you can't do what?
You trying to perpetrate on me?
Yeah, bro, take that shit up somewhere else.
Middle of the field for guys like Mike Gesicki, for the backs coming out of the backfield, it gives you more room to operate. And I think that's important for this offense. If they're going to be able to run, if they're going to be able to get to play action, it's going to be the speed of those two guys getting more room for others. And I think it helps the quarterbacks out with managing where they can go with the football.
Over the last number of years, the offense has been a little dull at times. I think we're going to see a lot of excitement this year, Johnny.
I think so, too. A lot of explosive plays, and it doesn't always mean that.
See, when they say a lot of explosive plays, I say, hey, calm down. Let's get some explosive plays. Then we'll get a lot of explosive plays.
That guy, Jalen Waddle Hurts, is a pretty amazing human being for being able to play like two places at once all the time and two different positions at the same time. That's just crazy, dude.
Jalen Waddle Hurts?
Yeah, Jalen Waddle Hurts, man.
They're
like doppelgangers, bro. It's amazing. When he cut his hair, it's like it's amazing, man. Go back to that Jalen Waddle.
I'm going to tell you, when I see that photo, that just tells me Waddle is all business, man. Look at
I know. I was going to say the same thing. He's so focused, man.
Dude, he
don't give a
funny.
damn,
he's like, dude, I'm taking my game to a new level.
Yeah, I'm taking it so far, I can't even bring my hair with me. Can't even bring my hair with me. I'm going to be going so fast, I'm going to lose his hair anyhow. Might as well just
get the other benefit.
65-yard over the top. It's catch and run with these guys, getting the ball out on time. And I think it's going to be fun for Dolphin fans to finally get out and say, you know what, you're not going to be able to outscore us. With that defense on the other side, and with those two dynamic players, and you got a quarterback that hopefully is growing into what we all want him to be, it's going to be exciting times for Dolphin fans.
A lot of good stuff. That's going to do it for Dolphins, Camp Dolphins all out.
So that's the first one from CBS, which is dope. They got another one where they do an interview with Pat Surtain, which I don't know how many of you guys watched this, so I figured I'd get this all loaded up for you. So, I mean, it's the local stuff down here, so that's how I try to get it. But, guys, before I do show this one, make sure everyone's hitting the like button, subscribing to the network, show, wherever, checking out all the great content. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, come over here to YouTube, subscribe to the network. We really appreciate it. It's where home base is, and we appreciate it if you guys get down with the get down. And check out all the great content we have here on the channel. Starting off Tuesdays with Tonk 7 TMI Tuesdays, live around 9, color commentary, doing some co-hosting. Probably catch me or Lee on there tomorrow night. You can catch color on Thursdays, sometimes during other days, yada, 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 yada. Catch color. Make sure you guys keep the notification bell on. Got late night exhale with Ali on Saturdays. So make sure you guys are checking out Ali on Saturdays, delving into the devil in the details. You guys got El Capitan every other night of the week. Doing it right. Everybody already know. Cash App, Venmo, help support the show. Become a member, guys. Become a supporter. Support through Super Chat. We really appreciate all the support, guys. Fanatics link is in the description as well. So go ahead, buy your gear from Fanatics or get some of our gear. Be cool. Be cool like us. Get cool gear. TFTG, represent the family. And Backroom Collections. You guys, if you use offer code hashtag TFTG when you're shopping at Backroom Collections, you'll get 10% off of any of your purchases. They got signed memorabilia, awesome stuff for your man cave, things that you can't find anywhere, one-of-a-kind pieces. You can always find that good stuff at Backroom Collections. So let's go ahead and pull up this Pat Surtain interview.
Okay, we're here with Patrick Surtain. First off, what's it like being back in the Dolphin logo and the Dolphin colors?
It's good, man. Just to be part of this organization, the new coaching staff.
What? Got some old school photo of my man Pat. Look, he all busted up hand and everything, getting ready to go just lay the wood on somebody. Look at the killer instinct in his eye in that photo too, bro.
Just the whole new regime. The guys in the building, it's been great so far.
As far as the coaching aspect of it, what are you enjoying so far about this training camp?
Just
or nothing yet.
just learning, man. Learn the system, learn the guys. Just trying to develop a relationship. You know, it's new for me too. So I'm just trying to help out any way I can, man. Just
Ali, check out that hat, bro.
Yeah, dude. I like the camo underneath the
freaking turquoise camo, bro.
I ordered the camo, the training hat with the old school logo. I have that one coming in the mail from Fanatics. Make sure you use the link in the description.
Yeah.
But I actually saw this one the other day. I'm thinking about picking this up, actually.
Shout out to Bleezy with the super sticker. Appreciate it, my man. Bleezy, thank you, brother. Man, that hat is pretty dope. Might have to get me one of them hats.
Be a mentor to these guys and try to provide valuable lessons that I've learned along the way and try to apply to these guys.
How much does it help the relationship, knowing Sam the way you do, former teammates now coaching together?
Oh, that's awesome, man. Just to have that guy out there, just to see him work, you know, with the corners. I'm actually helping Steve with the safeties. Steve does a phenomenal job with the safeties, man. So like I said.
Ooh, you hear that? Doing some work with the safeties. I guess, you know, working over there with Steve. You know, this is great for Pat too, because he's coming in. This is his first NFL coaching job, and he's going to be learning, you know, behind a friend, get into DB, learning this system. I think we all kind of know as if things go right, Boyer is going to be on the list of potential coaching candidates. And whether he goes somewhere or not, the metaphorical line to speak, I think for us, especially as Dolphin fans, would think that Madison would come in and be the new DC, making Pat Surtain the new CB coach, and then so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this is how the coaching tree begins. And who knows? This could be our new defensive coordinator or somebody's DC or somebody's head coach one day. This is how it's done.
Said, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in and help Josh out with whatever he needs and just be a team player in the coach's aspect.
From the standpoint of, you know, the league changes so much, it seems like rosters churn every year. Yet on this team, you pretty much got the whole defense back. How much has that been a factor, maybe hitting the ground running in training camp as opposed to week one being more of a learning curve?
Right, it's huge because we basically implemented.
Good question, Goldie.
Most of the stuff in OTAs and the guys' retention level has been good so far in training camp. So we don't have to go back to the basics in the beginning. We can just take off running, and that's what these guys did. You can see during their off time, they really hit the books and really, really smart football players, and that's what you want out of you guys.
Anybody jump out at you so far? I know the pads aren't on yet, so it's not.
Yeah, they can't give too much info. I just got to stop real quick. Was it Bentley? Yeah, Bentley said, did you see Flomar trying to downplay? Omar Kelly was trying to downplay Waddle? Nah, man. Why? I get it, trying to temper expectation, but you're going one-on-one against one of the best CBs in the league. You got to applaud that. He knows what time it is. Omar Kelly just trying to be Omar Kelly.
Omar is like really pro Xavier, though, isn't he?
He's super pro Xavier. He's pro players.
So he's just trying to protect his friend, though. That's all he's doing.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that, Ali. Yeah, you're right. He's trying to protect his inside source, Xavier Howard. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
For real, but anybody jump at you yet that maybe you didn't know was maybe as fast or as good?
You know what, man? Just being here, I've been a fan of these guys, so I've been watching from the outside, but just to get inside, man, and see the way these guys work, I can't pick one particular person out because everybody has been impressive. And like I said, the team is coming
spoken
together.
like a true coach.
They're communicating.
Don't single anyone out, good or bad. And
looking forward to the pads getting on.
Oh, absolutely. That's what football about. All this running around with
it didn't sound
and jerseys. This is going to separate the men from the boys.
All right, Pat.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I get it. It didn't sound condescending at all. I know what you're saying, but it was the hey, it's no pads on. Let's not overdo everything.
Well, no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I was trying to say is that it didn't sound like he had to think about it or come up with a big, politically correct answer, that's fair to everybody. He was actually sound sincere and actually sound like he believed in what he was saying. You know what I mean? Wow. So I think he's right. I think that. No, go ahead with what you're gonna say.
I saw Color. He's trying to dodge the freaking thing at the bottom. So.
Oh yeah, I know that is kind of annoying. Sorry.
Like, where you at, Color?
It's good if someone's gonna not have the camera on, but
Yeah, no, I know. Hey, listen, Fanatics and Backroom Collections links in the description, guys. Tickle the link, go buy some shit from these guys and help them out, man. They got businesses to run too. We trying to just do some love, help a brother out.
But sorry. No, I like how he said that, we got some smart players. They hit the books. We don't have to repeat. And, the retention's really good and everything. I like what I'm hearing, and it's believable. There's no question about anything that he said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell he honestly believes what he was saying.
Is CB83 in the chat bullying people? Is that what I'm seeing right now, Color? Are you looking at the chat? Is that what's going on, CB83? We get it, CB83. You're a smart football guy. Got it. You got to bully everybody to show everybody how wrong they are. I get you, dog. Get it, homie. You win, CB. You win. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what's going on? What's going on back there? Y'all play nice.
Color, I think you're muted.
Can't hear you, Color. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I guess that would help with it.
Oh, damn it. What's going on in the chat, Color?
I don't know, man. I've been trying to stay out of chat like everybody tells me to.
I know, right? I know. Goodness.
No, CB just being his normal.
Yeah, it's true. He had a little issue on the sideline.
What's that?
Cap for Life asked earlier if is it true about Omar passing out at training camp?
Oh yeah. Before the big pass.
It was right. It happened like as I got sick this weekend, and Color's like, "Dude, did you hang out with Omar or something?"
Omar.
Now we know where Ali gets all his sources from, man.
Quiet, Color. This is in-house stuff. We don't talk about this.
Apparently that sauce. Apparently that sauce made you both sick.
That sauce made you both sick. Damn, Color on it, bro. Ali was sick the other day, so and that's why Omar was sick out there today, and it's because Ali and Omar shared food at the same restaurant, and both guys got sick, and now everybody knows about our sourcing. Thanks, Color. Got to keep some things private, bro.
Yeah, but no, for real. Anyone that's thinking about going to training camp, make sure that you hydrate, drink a lot of water. I hear the heat out there, so make sure you do hydrate. For real.
Yeah, truth be told, it's hot as hell. I've been working outside and moving the last couple of days, and I took today to catch up. I mean, I straight fried working all these days out in the hot sun.
I'm hoping it's not too hot tomorrow.
Yeah, well, who knows?
Whatever, right?
I mean, what are you gonna do if it is? You're gonna just
Color,
not go
you're getting your first day of pads, man. This is gonna be a good day for you.
I know, man.
I know this is the perfect day, Color.
Nothing like that smell of vinyl and grass mixed together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Football.
I might want to go out there and start like running, like tossing the ball around or something.
Yeah.
Be like streaking the field, you know what I mean? Throwing it at myself.
Tell me I'm wrong that you could actually see Color running out on the field trying to tell these receivers how to catch properly.
Color's out there. You got to watch the ball go in your hand, bro. What are you doing?
I will.
For a reason.
I would in a heartbeat, man.
Just look through the diamond.
I mean, if they let me get out there with like the third team, I mean, I ain't gonna tell Jalen Waddle anything he don't already know.
Color, you know what I mean? God, dude, I would pay. I don't know how much money I would pay, but I would start up a collections if you got out there and ran some routes and did. Bro, I would. It would be the greatest ever. Just out there running some routes.
Even with my crippled arthritic hands,
that's what I would be able to catch. That's what I want to see.
It may hurt. And I might have to tip them around a few times to finally gain possession, but I can catch those balls.
What if Tua throws a soft ball? That's what we hear. It might just right in the pocket. Might just right in the pocket. Just like that. You might go, oh,
it's all
shit.
Right here.
Oh, shit. Tua putting it right in there. Damn, bro.
It's all in the eyes, people.
It's all in the eyes.
Keep telling you all that.
Oh, man.
Try it yourself.
Well, you can't throw the ball to yourself. I mean, I guess
no, but if you have like a buddy throw you a football next time you're at the tailgate or whatever, and y'all are tossing the ball around, try it yourself. Just make sure you do nothing but focus on watching the ball.
Don't tell Mike.
Shoot everything else out in the world. Get like all zenned out about it. You know what I mean? And just think about nothing but watching the football. And I'm telling you, you will realize how easy it is to catch it. You'll be doing one-handed stuff. You'll be impressing all your friends.
Yeah, that'd be dope. All right, let's get to some of these player media availability. Let's start it off with Connor Williams, our new starting center, big man Connor Williams. Get to know him, get to love him.
He is a very big man, by the way. Very big man.
He's a shit brick house, this guy. He's a big dude. And he's going to be perfect in the center position, holding it down, anchor up in that muh. What's up, Canes? 1989.
What's up, Canes? I meant to say that earlier. I saw you earlier.
What's up, everybody? I see Craig in here. Joe, CT, Q, Cap.
I might wear a Canes hat to camp tomorrow. Canes 89. I might
wear all your Dolphins gear, bro. So anything you can get signed, get it signed. You know what I'm saying? Anything you can get signed, get it signed. Dolphins Realtor. What's up, everybody? Marty, what's going on?
Well, I'm hoping if I wear a Canes hat, maybe I can get a Jalen Phillips autograph. You know what I mean? On my Canes hat. That would be badass.
Yeah, I call bullshit on the sushi. Just saying. You know, it's hot out there. And Omar been sitting in his nice house working from home, typing on the computer. Ain't been outside in the rough like he used to, which is why they need to holler at the family over here at TFTG, because it's high time they pass the buck down to the big boys coming up from behind. Look out. Look out.
Wow. That's kind of odd that me and Omar Kelly had food poisoning over the weekend. Holy crap.
Y'all ate the same restaurant.
I'm telling you, bro.
We don't. That's it. No more talking about it. And we're talking about it. Quiet. Let's get to the Connor Williams, because we don't want to give up all our sources. All right, Color, hold it down for a minute.
Right on.
This just shows you how big of a man this is. Look how low the microphone is.
Right.
Holy crap.
Just training camp. It's one day at a time. It's a day at a time, getting better, working on your craft, fine-tuning your craft. And so, day 5 in, and so it's just we're grinding right now. It's all about the grind.
What you do between mini camp and training camp to kind of acclimate to playing center?
Really just stayed in the building, work with the training staff, work with the people in the building, get close to everybody, and just getting used to this heat, and that's probably the biggest transition. So, but just getting comfortable with the spot, with the snaps and everything, getting snaps in with Tua. So just getting comfortable with it.
It feels better here than it does in Texas right now.
That's what I heard. A hot summer, huh? I don't know about this though.
What like people think about playing center? Obviously, not used to getting used to snapping the ball, but what else goes into it that people may not think about?
Yeah, this ain't Dallas.
I'd say it's a complete different game. I think it's you're having to help both sides of the line. You're not just stuck on one line anymore, and so it's a more fuller game. And at the same time, you have to conceptualize the defense and everything to be able to make the right calls. And so just playing that new head game and everything. And then, like you said, with the snaps, once you get the snaps down to second hand motion, you know.
And with snapping, are you happy with how you've done? Are you where you want to be?
Yeah, it's definitely progressed, and you know, it becomes second hand where you're not even thinking about it. You're just throwing back there, and it hits the money. So,
how many snaps are you doing per day out of the same shotgun?
I mean, I don't count them, but a good handful, and then definitely some after practice. So just, you know, getting that repetition down.
So the first time the Dolphins told you,
I'm starting to agree with you, Carla. Definitely.
You know, they signed me, and I was happy to be here. And they said, "I picked you to play O-line," and so came here. And then they called me a couple weeks later and said, "Hey, where do you think we're going to give you a good tryout for center?" And so wherever they need me, I always said from day one I'd go. And so I'm happy with where I'm at now.
Connor, on the snaps that haven't been exactly where you want them, has it been more too high or too low?
Doesn't fit the image of the guy that the Dallas fans made him out to be.
Just the defensive calls and everything, they just get off a little bit, just having to readjust it. So just that fine tuning.
You have to understand, Dallas fans only appreciate what's on their team. After you leave, you're no longer needed.
You know, that's that fine tunes a craft, and definitely in an environment like that where it's just completely one-on-one and no sideboards and everything. It comes down to technique, and that's where you can become a technician with the person you're going against, and it's good look for both sides. You know, Raekwon's pretty big, so he's a good hand to handle, and so he's done a great job, and we've been battling it out. The pads? Yeah, I mean, the D-line can grab and hold on the jerseys, but once pads come on, it's a different game, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Most definitely, it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's the same game, it's the same sport.
Not to probe into you.
You know, I've been in QC since I've got in the league, just as backups and whatnot, and just in case of emergency. So just doing that. But at the end of the day, it's snapping's not too bad. It's secondhand nature once you.
I agree, Color.
What is going to be new to you? Like making calls when you walk up. That is a new responsibility. You hear it by center, correct? You talk about the responsibility of that now. You have to be in charge of making the calls.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely been a transition, and I've enjoyed it. Playing 4 years in the league and seeing all these different defenses, you kind of accumulate the knowledge of it, and so that's probably a big thing about it. But I've really enjoyed that process of seeing the defense and seeing the plays come together, and most definitely.
Not to probe into your deepest thoughts, but I did want to ask you one thing. Has there ever been a day going back to May, June, or the first 5 days of camp where you walked off the field saying, "Gee, I wish I was a left guard," or has that never happened? Has it been fun, enjoyable every day?
You know, once you come out here and you give it your best every day, and no matter where you are, we're all competitors, we're all athletes, and so whatever our craft is we're working on, that's the goal, and so there's no time to sit there and look back or look at other spots or whatnot. It's about being present.
Am I right, bitches?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, love it.
A couple more guys. Curious how you've gone about that process. I know you lose a lot of weight out here. How you get to your ideal weight? What's your prep?
I've said about the same weight. It's mostly about just rehydrating, about getting those waters in after maybe an IV or whatnot. But just you got to keep the hydration up, keep the salts in. So when you come out,
just
here,
what you were saying, Ali.
You lose 8 pounds. So
do they have IVs for fans too?
Nope. No way, bro.
Pause it for a second. I'm going to say a few things about this. First of all, number one, and this is my biggest complaint because this is like the third or fourth video watching. Can someone like tell everybody, all the people working around them, to like shut up while they're doing interviews?
No.
Am I right, bitches?
we had a guy mowing the lawn. This one sounded like they were like a truck or something was backing up behind him right in the middle of an interview. Can't hear half the shit he's trying to say.
Shut up, bitch! Oh
my God! It's like every other episode. Now,
fucking slam dunk on his ass, bro. That was awesome.
Now, the other thing I'm gonna say to respond.
Shut up, bitch.
To respond to Carla real quick, Dallas Mafia has too many other things to worry about since another receiver just went down over there. They ain't looking. Yeah. So they ain't looking too good over there. Just saying.
Dallas.
What's the name? James Washington just went down. He had that Tom Jones injury or whatever they call it. Same thing that Preston Williams had.
Live look from Cowboys fans.
Ron, where are you? I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Man, Cap pinched it off, and now he's back with revenge. Just putting out all the videos.
Oh, well, no, Color has been killing it.
We've been a little neglectful of the memes the past couple shows. I think they were getting a little lonely back there. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. We don't forget the overall objective to the show and to the network, and that's to deliver great sports commentation, great action, up to date on all the stuff, all the rumors, all the trades, all the anything, and most importantly, keeping it light and funny. That is the key. If it ain't funny, then it ain't worth our time. Because if I can't laugh at it, that don't mean I'm having fun. And I ain't about not having no damn fun, bro.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Bro, that's literally the one I was just going to do, bro. I swear to God, that's literally the one I was just going to hit, man.
No worry, homie. Gotst it.
Wow.
Yeah. I gotst it, bro. Gotst it. So, all right.
It's my quarterback.
Dallas.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Skyler, but okay.
Yeah, just like the salt helps you retain a lot of water, and so you'll be up like 3-4 pounds in the morning just from retaining all that water that you'll lose by the end of the day.
You seem like a thoughtful guy. What do you think they saw in you? What your skill set that says okay?
I think I think inside it's more about like I said, being able to help both sides. Mobility.
What the fuck was that?
I rest my case.
Sounds like a gun.
Loud noises.
Sounds like a gun battle going on in the background.
What the hell?
That's exactly what it was, bro.
That was Preston Williams playing Call of Duty in the background.
Hey, who let Cap for life near the stadium, bro?
Oh, damn, dude.
We'll be up like 3-4 pounds in the morning just from retaining all that water that you'll lose by the end of the day.
You seem like a thoughtful guy. What do you think they saw in you? What your skill set that says okay?
I think I think inside it's more about like I said, being able to help both sides. Mobility, flexibility, and so just being able to get to the blocks and then at the same time get to the second levels and to be able to move quickly.
Do you want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
Good transition.
Good transition. Oh, man. Yeah, Buddy's a beast. He's a big dude. And
shout out to the Miami Gardens PD.
Yeah, and it's shaken by nothing. Ready for third world combat, anything for their new center. He can take it all. Buddy is a champion.
I mean, he was not even flinching, bro.
No.
There's a whole gun battle going on in Miami Gardens behind him. And he's not even flinching.
I mean, you know what I think it was? It sounded like the freaking the lawnmower guy got busted up on some stuff, and he's like, "No." All right, let's get to another monster of a person, and we'll get to Raekwon
Davis. Never heard of
noise
canceling.
Oh man, this guy's a big man. Holy,
this dude, he's just a freaking. He's a mountain, dude. He's a walking mountain. It's ridiculous. Let's pull up Raekwon. Hear what he's got to say. He's such a calm demeanor to him. I guess when you're that big, nothing phases you. You're just like, yeah, just trying to do my job.
I'm sorry, bro. I mean, it's Miami, bro. There's literally a gun battle going on behind the press conference, dude.
Well, maybe that's why Omar passed out, fainted like a little girl.
Oh, geez.
Caddyshack says, wait till you hear the noises on this one. No shit. All right, Color, get ready. Color, get ready.
Get your popcorn ready.
Best shape he's been in his time here. Best shape you've been in. He said you lost significant body fat and weight. Are you able to share with us? Is it 10 pounds you lost? 3% body fat? What range?
I start off by saying I started like a meal prep. I got my diet better first. I started with that. I started doing like more cardio. I mean, like even after practice, I do my cardio, stay on top of my shape, because I'm a big guy, so it's so easy for me to like consume weight, to put on that weight. So I just try to do my best to like maintain it throughout the camp and try to have it right there, like the point I want to have it at for the season.
Where are you now?
Bro, you see the bear claws on that dude, bro?
Dude, his hands are
like as big as my head, bro.
His hands are like.
I was right about to say that exact same thing about my head. So definitely.
First of all, his hands are big enough to wrap around your face and get he's got the back of your skull from the front of your face. So just be clear, his hands are way bigger than all of our heads.
We need to make him a tight end.
I'm at a great weight. How about that? I'm at a real great weight, I ain't gonna say, but I'm at a real great.
Without giving a number, which is fine. Lightest you've been since when?
I'll say like my sophomore year at Alabama. Yeah, sophomore year. I'm going towards that to that weight. I'm not gonna say I'm fully there, but I'm close to being that weight.
So different feel on the field.
Good question. What's the difference on the field?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It feel like, you ever have like a weight vest? Ever like ran like with a weight vest on? It feel like that. Like you just took that.
First of all, Raekwon's talking to a bunch of writers. None of them know what the hell a weight vest even is, much less wore one. But I mean, being a nice guy, but let's be real. Those guys aren't wearing weight vests and doing anything.
With a weight vest on, it feel like that. Like you just took that weight vest off. But I mean, it's just I feel loose. I feel like I can really move now.
The fact that he can really move now scares me if I'm on the offensive
I was
line.
just like a big snacker.
Well, not only that, but I'm glad he can move now. I mean, what was he doing before?
If that wasn't moving, imagine what it looks like when he is moving.
Right.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah, if Buddy was just not moving and having the production he was, imagine him on a freaking double hand swipe coming up the gut on a freaking pass rush. He's definitely going to be putting some of that in. I can't wait. This is going to be a year he's going to pop off the screen.
I just like to snack because my kids like to, I see my kids eating snacks and I feel like, give me some. I want some of that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just, I had to relax on that. Yeah. So when I came in like OTAs, and I just put the new zone, like the real quick zone in. Got in there, I was like, wow, I gotta really come back to camp prepared, be quicker. Cause them guys quick. Connor Williams quick. He's a fast guy, strong guy. He's quick.
That's good to hear. He's quick, fast, strong. And new guy coming in, Raekwon, who I think we all have a lot of respect for. It pushed him. New guy comes in and he's like, hey, I got to up my game because he'd been doing nothing but beating up on Dieter and shit. He's like, oh, I'm going to be great this year. Connor Williams comes in. He's like, hey, I need to slim down a little bit and push my game up. Looks like Karl Malone.
He just kind of looked like Karl Malone in the face.
A little bit. I see the result.
Say that again?
When you put pads on, you're looking for the speed downfield. If they're really quick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You put your hands on them, and, it's a different story.
Is that first year pass? You guys on the line, do you look forward to anybody else?
Just looking for this, both sides of the ball, just making plays,
just making big plays. You know, I know they're gonna get a couple good plays. I know I'm gonna get a couple good plays. You know, it's just making each other better. Just getting better.
Raekwon, do you feel that build up leading up to the first period pads? Like, is that something you guys are itching to kind of start?
Yeah, man, we you know, we've been in the locker room. We be talking about it. You know, we itching for it. You know, tomorrow's that day. You know, it's here.
Nice. I mean, defense itching, O-line guys are itching. They're getting a little handsy. You know how it goes. You want to just go, all right, I'm going to lean on you next time, and you can't because you don't want to injure your own player. But pads come on, a little bit of that governor switch comes off. These guys get to actually pop the pads a little bit.
So far, I've heard no audio in the back. So imagine what they probably saw this man and were like, oh, no, we can't mess with this man.
Just saying. I think Scummy's rubbing off on the whole audience, man.
No, I think it's, we're here to have fun, color the memes, dog. What you mean? They see what we're doing. We're kind of cracking on it in a way, but we love our football team. Everybody knows we love this team. We're rooting for them to win. This whole ordeal is about it, but we can still make fun of stuff and have fun with it too.
Oh, yeah.
You talked about the weight difference in terms of speed. How is it affecting you in terms of power?
Nothing at all. I'm just a naturally strong guy. That's just me. That's just like my second nature. I'm always be strong. You know.
I am who I am.
Powerful guy.
I'm just big motherfucker, dog, and I'm strong. What you mean? Look at me. He's like, yeah. What are you talking about? I'm just naturally strong. Look at the size of him. Of course, he's naturally strong.
I would have just right there. That's what I would have
done. What you mean?
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, bro.
God gave me that tools.
There you go.
Yeah, you might beat me though. You might beat me. I don't want to arm wrestle. You look kind of big.
You mentioned Connor with speed at center.
Huh?
Does he look to you yet like an NFL center, even though he hasn't done it in his life?
Listen, when Connor first got here, because I felt like quick zoning was like something I really struggled with, and when Connor got here, he really made me better as a player. Quick zoning, them type of blocks they do. I've been so much better ever since he's been here. But yeah, he's a great center. He's great, bro. He's very good. He's been good ever since he's been here.
Hell yeah, that's good to hear. Really.
Your meal plan or how you manage your weight at all, given how much you guys are losing weight-wise?
I'm still doing my meal preps. I still do my meal preps while I'm in camp. I still do them. I eat a little bit, here, but I'm still on my meal prep.
I was waiting.
That kind of ended abruptly.
Yeah. Just boom. Bye-bye.
They probably cut out all the audio that happened behind it.
Probably.
I was so excited for that. I wanted to see what they did.
All right. Well, don't worry. We've got couple more players to go through. Next, we'll go to Myles Gaskin. Who?
Color, this is your boy.
This is your boy, Color. Myles Gaskin gonna emerge at RB1.
I heard he had a pretty good day today.
I've heard he's strung along a couple of good days actually. Let's see. Let's pull it up. Myles bringing the gas can.
Nah, he's the Gaskin. He's the seal.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said it, man. Just everything's moving fast, faster pace. Guys are coming together. Obviously, it was a big offseason for us as the Dolphins. And I think it's finally coming together. Obviously, we were just all excited to get back in here for camp and everything. But being here has just been a lot of fun. Learning this playbook, getting out here, run these plays, see these new guys, getting to see Cheetah out here, man. It's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement for us. What's the speed like? I've never been in an offense that moves like this. The O-linemen are going. We racing every day. Everybody wants to be the fastest guy out there every single day. It's a competition. So, that's what you want in the league. Compete every single day with your teammates, and it's going to translate to Sunday. Man, that's the competition part of it. I mean, bringing in the guys that we brought in, just real fast guys, guys that've been in this system before, and it's just exciting to be able to learn from these guys, and it's exciting. Like I can't elaborate that enough, but it's been fun. It's fun, and yeah.
How does, for you personally, how does this system fit your skill set compared to
Others?
last year's system?
I think it fits my skill set. I think it is what it is. At the end of the day, you get a playbook. You learn how to run, how they want you to run, but at the same time, you can continue to be yourself. All of us are here for a reason. So you take the coaching points and then try and translate them to your game and how you can excel like that. So every system's always a little bit different. Coaches want a little bit something from others, but at the end of the day, it's football, and I think this one, a lot of outside zone, that type of stuff, and it's been good for me.
Jose.
Yeah, I was just about to post it.
It's either that or that's that weighted vest he was talking about. No, I'm kidding.
The flak jacket, man. Look at it.
Yeah, it is.
I think every year I've been in the league, I've had a different OC, a different system. So I guess it's just the new one this year. And I think I know I do like this one the most. Just getting guys out there running. We got athletic guys up front, and that's what we want to do. And everybody on the team is bought into that as an offense. And once everybody's kind of pointing and facing the same direction, that's what you want. And it's going to make it easier for everybody. Oh, the rookies. Definitely. I think being an older guy now, you get to see the rookies come in. You see how they're a little bit nervous first day, and they loosen up, and you get to see their personality. Coach definitely brings a different type of vibe. The whole coaching staff brings a different type of vibe that I'd say I'm used to in kind of all the years I played football. But it's exciting. He's a young dude, and he kind of speaks our language. So it's exciting. He relates to us. And I think when you have that, guys just want to play for him. Guys want to make plays for themselves, obviously, for his team, obviously, but also for the coach. And this and the third, you know. Yeah, that's why my eyes is red. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's just my eyes got a little bit sensitive to light moving from Seattle. I think that's why it's always gray all the time. And I got out here last couple of years.
Whoa. Wait, what's going on? Y'all know
I think he's wearing the tinted contacts too.
Oh, is that what he's saying?
His eyes.
Oh, okay. He said his eyes look red because he's got the tinted contacts.
Possibly. I mean, he asked him why they look red, but I think that's what he's doing is like Waddle. He's wearing the tinted contacts. But I wanted to say, Bones, it's interesting you say that because before you posted that, I was just about to say that not only does this guy have a great football name, but if you look at his face and the way he talks, he is a Miami Dolphin to the bone, man. I don't know who fits the image of a Miami Dolphin over the years more than this guy right here, man.
I love Myles Gaskin. I feel like this is probably his time is up, and I'll be sad to see it, man.
Because I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna be if he goes to be next James White in New England, I'm gonna be absolutely destroyed, bro.
Oh man, that's the problem too. You know he'll end up on New England or the Jets or the Bills, somewhere in the division. I mean,
I'm telling you, Belichick is chomping at the bit to get this guy. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I could see Patrick Laird on Belichick's team doing having a full game too at that. Like a great game. Patrick Laird, 150 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns.
Like y'all remember that game winner from James White to win the Super Bowl? That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Listen, I love
this man had 4 touchdowns. Look, I just want to say it one more time real quick. Against the best run defense in the league at the time, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This man had 5 yards per carry, 5 carries for 25 yards, 10 targets for 10 receptions, and 2 touchdowns against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year.
Yeah, and
we got to put respect on that guy's name, man.
We got ran off the table in that game too, if you guys remember. But Gaskin did a lot in that football game.
And if everybody wants to say, "Hey, the offensive line was this or that," then I don't understand how you can see a guy perform like that against Tampa Bay and not think that he would be a freaking star with this offensive, with offensive line improvements.
to Bones's point, he held the record in college, and that was out of an outside zone blocking scheme from their run from what he ran in Washington. So chances are
people don't think he's the guy. I just don't understand why.
It's honestly always at this time of the year when the pads come on is when Gaskin starts separating himself from all the other running backs with his speed and his abilities and stuff like that. It's going to be a hell of a lot harder with Chase Edmonds, Raheem Moser, and Sony Michel out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think they're going to keep 4, and why not Gaskin over everybody else?
And by the way, that performance last year against Tampa Bay, you could argue a couple of his other performances were better. Again, if you look at a couple of his other performances, a person could argue that one against Tampa Bay wasn't even his best one last year.
That's true. Listen, I like him a lot. And to me, he just seems like such a hard worker that, like, he's one of those guys you're going to count him out, and then you're going to turn around and he's, got everybody's job and winning all the reps from the bottom to the top. He's done that every year. It reminds me of when Damian Williams was here. These types of guys are just – they don't let anything affect them, good or bad, and they just keep grinding their way all the way into a better position where they earn the respect, and they're willing to earn it over and over and over again. And that's what you are when you're a 7th round or an undrafted running back like those guys were.
It's a little sensitive to life, but it's been helping for me. So just kind of dims it down, just kind of dims like how bright it is down. Just like kind of have like a tinted visor, but just context. So.
Yep, you're right, Color.
We got some work to do. They got some work to do, but good thing we didn't have nobody out there today. So that was the practice for practice tomorrow.
How does it feel knowing that this offseason they added Raheem, Sony, Chase?
Yeah.
How does that feel? How does that impact you?
I'm always excited about competition. Then I'm always excited about learning from other guys. I think me and Chase are very kind of built the same, smaller guys. Run the ball kind of similar, so I like kind of watching him play, see how he plays, and when we come off the side, how he talks to me, how I'm talking to him. Raheem, he's been in the system before, and he's excelled before. Sony's won Super Bowl, so I think we brought in good guys that I can learn from, or everybody can learn from in the room, and I think those guys learn from each other, and that's what you want. You want a room that everybody wants to get better, everybody wants to compete, but it's not selfish, I mean, that's football.
Yeah. I think Myles is one of those kinds of guys that he is always learning, sharpening his tools, being a better athlete, and until his body hits that plateau where it's going down, then we might see something different out of him. But I don't know. Don't count Myles Gaskin out is all we've been saying that, guys. I think all of us have. I know a lot of people have him as a bubble guy, and you're right, but I don't know. And he was on my stock down edition, but I told you guys, I still think he makes this football team. So
I think we keep 5 running backs, to be honest, outside of fullback.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, where's that going to come from?
Well, I got Mostert, Edmonds, Sony, Gaskins, and White is my
5th.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm basically
you say no way, but I really think it could happen. And the reason being is because, and I'm sorry, Color, I don't mean.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay.
If you look how taxing the running back position is on the
I agree with
Niners, and if you also look at the Ravens, they run a similar run scheme as well. They both on both sides. It's very taxing. We're going to go through running backs. And
I agree, but I think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna carry more than 4. And the guys they pick up during the season, if they miss out on everybody that's already in the building, and that's Jared Doak, Sylvan Ahmed, Zaquandre White, all those guys don't clear waivers and get picked up elsewhere. They're gonna pick up somebody else to put in the practice squad as a backup guy, and it'll probably be an undrafted rookie from somewhere else, some guy that we don't know about yet that'll come in here. And I think that's just the way to go, because really, if you're putting 5 running backs, you're going to get it. When I did my 53-man roster cut, you're only going to get it out of 3 rooms, really. You're going to get it out of the cornerback room. You're going to get it out of the wide receiver room, or you're going to get it out of the offensive line group. And all three of those positions by proxy are way more important than a fifth running back. There's just no way. There's just no way.
One
just
other
by
thing
importance and money. Just by money
other,
alone, Ali. Just by money alone, how much you pay these guys.
Well, one other thing I wanted to say was I don't think we can underestimate the importance of how acclimated Myles Gaskin is to this weather too.
That's true.
I mean, you're talking about bringing in somebody else, whatever. If it ends up like, I mean, this guy has already won 3/4 of the battle.
Yeah, his body is conditioned for the elements. You're right, Color, in that way. You know, remember Arizona's in a dome. Sony Michel played LA a dome. You know, it's LA too. Let's be real. Played in New England, stuff like that. Raheem Mostert, California, the last couple of years. You know, nothing like this Miami humidity, and what it does is just like what Raekwon Davis was saying about having to, you know, keep hydrated. And who was it before him that was saying that? Connor Williams.
Yeah.
Talking about salt content, all this stuff, how important it is. Because you know what?
I think Ed himself made mention of it a couple of days ago.
Not only is a cramp a bad thing in South Florida, but you can get hurt badly. And when your fluidity count is low because you've sweat too much and you haven't intaked enough and all that stuff, it goes out of your ligaments and your joints, and that's how people get injured. They blow a knee, pull an Achilles because they're dehydrated and put that strain, and boom.
And let's face it, he's a fast, shifty runner. So those defenses, man, they've got to change direction. They've got to run hard. They've got to catch up to him. And that stuff in this heat, man. Nando makes a good point. And Sony is from here, also down here in Broward County too, so he's probably acclimated.
I'm sure he gets acclimated quickly, and I do know that. Right. And I thought of that when I said Sony, but and I'm sure he will. But you know, all the more reason why running backs are going to go down. They are going to go down, but I don't believe just on importance of position that they'll take more than 4. And I think 4. I mean, look, they could even only take 3, which I don't think would be a good move. But the fullback position, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Nando's saying that Sony trains at American Heritage every offseason, so he should already be acclimated.
The school American Heritage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, didn't Nando actually go to school with him? He was a sophomore when Sony was a senior.
Oh, yeah? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think he said that on Stephen D's channel.
Oh, word up, Nando. Good deal. All right, let's go ahead and get Zack Sieler up here.
I heard him and Wilkins have been killing it.
It's in no pads, but I mean, yeah. You got to give the boys their due. Dude, Zack Sieler looks like he's ready to storm the beaches of Normandy or something, bro. I mean, he just looks like a guy getting.
Well, I mean, if you heard the stuff coming before you, wouldn't you be all ready for that?
Bro, he literally looks like a guy that is preparing for his fight.
Like, why you in pads?
Cage match.
Bro, they said there was gunshots before I got here, so I just.
No, dude, he literally looks like a fight to the death cage match, man. Dude, like somebody in Siberia that's fighting, you know.
I'll break you.
Yeah, I'll kill you. If he dies, he dies.
Do Spidonia.
You trying to tell me something?
It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, I think being with Clark and just the D-line in general for so many 2-3 years now, it's one of those things where as soon as it happens, you kind of know, like, oh, shoot, my hand wasn't right in that play or I had a bad step. So we kind of both will sit there and he'll run off and I'll tell him something. I'll run off. Like, hey, man, you messed that up. And we'll make sure we focus on that after to really try and hone in on that.
How long do you feel like it took you to get to that place where you could recognize that quickly?
I think we're still getting there. We're still improving. But just the Clark and the Pete Jenkins stuff has really been integral in our progress, I think, in teaching us kind of what we're looking for. No. Yeah. Apparently, we don't need to see like the receivers, but. Yeah. I'm sorry, you kind of cut out there.
Yeah, they're clanging and banging
I think
behind you. That's why you couldn't hear.
It's a mentality that we're kind of Coach McDaniel's installing, where we're here to work and get better every play, but we're having fun when we do it, and making sure we improve and learn every time. But you're not here just grinding and upset. So just trying to make the atmosphere a good work environment, and there everyone wants to get better. I think it's definitely my legs sense it. The quick turnaround, I think it's really good for us, especially down here, getting the conditioning in and getting the extra reps in quicker. Really helps us with our wind.
Zack, what do you think about getting pads on next practice?
Oh, we're excited. It'll be nice to get out here and really kind of start going and see what everyone's made of.
You like that, I assume?
Oh yeah, we're in the trenches every day. It's why you play football. So.
Has Raekwon Davis come back out to the Gator farm yet since his last appearance out there?
I don't think so. I think he's still trying to stay away from that. He's still, yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
How is he progressing during year 3?
He's doing great. He's seeing blocks. He's seeing his reads. He's looking slim. Yeah, I think it's been going really well.
Do you want to go back out to the farm and get some more Gator action? Maybe?
Yeah. If you invite me, I've never been yet. You know.
What was the episode of Fish Out of Water this summer you did?
That was like the Everglades.
Did you see it, Zach?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was driving the boat.
Was he a pretty good placement?
Oh yeah, it looked like it.
That's my first time driving an airboat. You know how to drive one of those?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
One thing he said that I caught wind of, he mentioned about how when they were talking about if you screwed up something, they talk about it afterwards. Notes come out from camp that they're, instead of like stopping the play, talking it out and fixing things right then and there, and then moving on to the next play, they've been just going the next play, and then fixing everything at the end of the day. They talk about what they need to work on and fixing and stuff.
I guess we'll see how that changes in output and production. You know what I'm saying? But I can see as far as offensively, and the defense can be a little behind because I think we'll catch up. But offensively with our quarterback, it probably serves him the best, being a rhythm guy. You know what I'm saying? And this offense really being a rhythm style offense as well. So, all right, let's see who's next on this big old thing. Did you see the thumbnail that HB put? It's so funny, dude.
No, I haven't seen it.
So funny. Let's get it in there. I put in the description dissecting the stuff, and so it literally makes it look like, I don't know, the thumbnail is great. HP's a killer, bro. He's the best. All right, let's get this video shared.
Oh, I see it now.
You see it? Yeah, I put in the description dissecting all the interviews, so he's got us dissecting it.
Is that even legal to dissect the dolphin?
I don't know, bro. I have no control over this man. None. I appreciate it. Zippa, HB, killing it. There's no stopping him. I appreciate everything he does so he can do whatever the hell he wants. And it's great. It's freaking hilarious color. Did you see it? The thumbnail to the video?
For tonight's video, you mean?
Yeah, go back and look. I put in the description that we're dissecting, going through all the media stuff in the description. So he read that and freaking made the thumbnail of.
I'll have to check.
Let's look at it. It's kind of funny.
It's great, bro. It's freaking great. Kills me, man. It's brilliant. Freaking Zipper.
Oh my god.
It's freaking brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
It's a piece of film.
I know. It's dissecting the film on the Dolphins. That's exactly what he put. Oh my God. Oh man, guys, please leave comments at the end of the video. Just anything for HB in the back. He's just legend.
Oh, it is great, man.
Oh man, what's up, Woo? How you doing, buddy?
We wouldn't be half of what we are without
Oh
him.
my God, not with all that, dude. At least not keeping it funny as hell. That's for sure. I even try to do like a serious recording, and he just makes you look like an idiot, which is part of it. Like I'm here talking serious, and he's got stupid shit flying up around me. It's hilarious. It's awesome. It's the best. Can't take yourself too seriously around here. You'll definitely not make it in the TFTG style if you're trying to take yourself too seriously. All right, let's get to some Van Ginkel.
There's a ton of athletes there, so the competition day in and day out is great. Just seeing them make plays as well, knowing that they're going to help us throughout the season. That's our end goal, is to compete, to get better.
Boyer was telling me that he usually doesn't know what Coach McDaniel is going to call on offense that day. So it's not like you guys know exactly what's coming. Tell me about how different the offensive scheme sort of seems going against it.
Man, like you alluded to Josh, you don't know what's coming, so that's how the games are going to be. So if you can attack each day, do your fundamentals technique, you'll be just fine and be in the position to make plays. So, yeah.
What happened to babyface Van Ginkel? It's gone. That's Daddy Ginkel now. He had a kid last year. Now he's Daddy Ginkel. He got dad face look on him now. All business.
I personally don't like this angle of him. He makes his arms look small.
Well, he does look a little thinner than he did last year. I feel like they had him either gain weight to be more of a pseudo defensive end guy earlier in the year, and as the weight got off of him, I think he picked up his speed and stuff like that, and that's where he's most effective. At the line, racing around sideline to sideline, he's fast, bro. You gotta depend on him to set the edge in different ways.
So you look back around the edge all training camp. Was that, I guess, getting speedier, getting quicker around the edge? Was that part of your offseason focus?
Yeah, for sure. I went into this offseason trying to attack it.
He looks like Diocles from Spartacus.
And that's something that I needed to improve on.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. It's good.
Did you do anything special?
TDG says Andrew Van Ginkel Rose. Axl Rose?
Oh, no, I didn't do any of that. No, I probably, eating a lot of, protein, beef, whatever the case is, and just really working on my get off. That's the biggest thing, is my foot quickness, and trying to improve that.
Andrew, I know a lot of installation is sort of basic and refamiliarity, and we're not throwing sort of exotic stuff at folks this early in camp. But do you get a sense for if or how Coach Boyer plans to put sort of his own imprint on the 2022 Dolphins defense?
Josh does a great job of putting all of us in positions to make plays, and it don't matter what call we're in. He's gonna. You saw it last year. He does a great job. He's here all the time, studying, working on how we can make things look similar and disguise things. So, as long as we just attack the day and get better as a defense, we're gonna have a great shot.
I can't help but think that Van Ginkel and Josh Boyer talk the exact same language. Looks like it could be his uncle or something. Am I right? Like they sound like they're from the, they're definitely speaking the exact same language. He's got like even some of the same cadences as Josh Boyer.
Yeah, that's true.
Who didn't say that his plan was to attack. Even the guys who play like soft zone 80% of the time, they still describe their style as attack. But was the Dolphins sort of DNA, especially in the second half of last season, to go into that sort of overdrive attack mode? Tell me about whether you thought the defense in the second half of the season was more aggressive.
I think Josh just did a good job of putting us in positions to make plays, and no matter what the defense, what the call was, we did different things to get to the quarterback or show different looks. So I'm just trying to apply pressure to the offense, make them react to us.
Is Josh Boyer and him, are from the Midwest. They're both Midwest boys, to be honest. So
yeah, it makes sense. They have that very, I don't want to call it meek because it's not meek. It's just like an overwhelming respectiveness all the time when they speak. Not very rah, crazy kind of guy or anything like that. And I don't know, Van Ginkel looks like he's dialed in a little bit more. And, he could be earning himself a big contract. And sadly enough, it with Jalen Phillips on this team, it might see him off this football team if he performs top tier, get big money, team come out and say, hey, this guy can do all this stuff. We're going to give him $50 million a year, $45 million, not $50 million a year, but a $45 million contract, $50 million contract somewhere. I don't know if the Dolphins would be willing to do something like that for him. I guess we'd have to see what kind of production he puts up there, but interesting to see.
He has kids to feed now, so he's all serious about it.
Hey, I don't begrudge the man for trying to make his business. Definitely. All right, so Trill Williams. Let's do Eric Rowe first, and then we'll do Trill Williams last for the players. And then before we get to the coaches, I'm gonna play a couple of shorts. We got Sam Madison was mic'd up too, so let's get to this Eric Rowe. I like Eric Rowe. Eric Rowe, he just seems like a cool dude, just chill as hell. I dig him a lot. Let's pull him up. God, HB, that thumbnail is so funny, bro. The thumbnail is next level. It's killing me because it's like in the corner here. You see it? It's right there. It's freaking film coming out of it. It's freaking hilarious, dude.
It's funny stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's every team because everybody's a competitor. So everybody wants the best, out of each other. In regards to us, I mean, it's good to see, kind of going against McDaniel's offense, the way he has it, schemed up. Right now, like he uses a lot of he uses multiple formations, which makes it tough. Just tough on us schematically, which gets us better for the season because when we see it against different opponents, it'll almost be like second nature.
You've known Coach Boyer for a number of years, right? What would be the year you think you met him?
It was in 2016. Yeah, when I got traded to. Well, no. Actually, the first year I met him was 2015 in the spring when we do the workouts and the draft visits, and he came all the way to Utah and he gave me a workout, and that was my first interaction with him.
Wow, that's a really cool story that I never knew. Did he put you through?
Cool.
Is the Patriots style of workout unique?
Yeah, whatever he had me doing, it was a lot different than just regular W drills and maybe back pedal, break right, break left. He had me doing different stuff, which is actually more game relatable. I remember him saying I can have you do W drills, but we don't do that on the field anyway. We're gonna do drills that are game related. And I think one I can remember, he had me running on an end line, and then he would just say jump, just at a random moment, just like in the game. Like you're covering a man and you look for the ball and the ball is there and you gotta jump. Just to kind of split reaction. I was like, wow, this is different.
That is really interesting. The last one I'd ask you about Boyer is how have you seen him grow into his the coach that he is today?
Yeah, I mean, he's been coaching for I think now it's 13 or 14 years total. I've been with him for 7. So at least, maybe at least half. I think I'm getting it right, 13, 14. So at least half of those years. And, I started out him with a position coach, and then to see him as, a coordinator now and how much he grew, personality-wise as a coach. He used to be a real stickler on, fine technique, but now he's kind of, loosened up just a bit because different guys play different techniques and, obviously it's worked out.
If you don't, you get fired.
Yeah.
I mean, he's grown. He's grown a lot.
What do you think about the opportunity for young corners in this training camp with Ed Byron not in the team portion? In practice, Noah and Trill.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for him because, training camp's everything. The coaches know what X and Byron can do. They've done it for multiple years. Obviously, they're the caliber starters. And so for Noah and Trill, this is their time to, run with the either ones or twos and show them, show coaches like kind of like their skill set. So, I mean, it's a great opportunity.
Eric, your take to have Pat and Sam there on the secondary. They're well known by longtime Dolphins fans. How's it been working with them so far?
It's been cool. It's been actually really cool because really not just Pat and Sam, even Steve, them three, they all had played, they all played a number of years in the league. They're all great at it. And so they're very relatable to when it comes to different situations that, happen on the field. Maybe you're playing man and you lost your leverage, but you're still tight on coverage. Pat, it'll be like, hey, I know you lost your leverage, but you're still on them. Like in the day, as long as you get them covered, right? So I mean, they're very relatable, kind of like what goes on, like kind of goes in our head.
Man, is this not the type of dude you want to keep on your football team for the life of the football team? I mean, everything about it, he's got all the answers all the time. I've watched him a lot.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if those are ice packs on their shoulders.
No, it's a type of padding.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, could they, like, whatever is in those bumps, I wonder if they freeze those before practice.
That would be dope, but I wouldn't want a hard frozen ice thing on me, getting run.
Well, it don't take long before it's flexible, cold,
Well, for anyone who doesn't know, when you're in the hot South Florida sun, and particularly, do not take ice cold water and pour it over your head. It'll knock you clean out. So when you're hot and over things like that, you put it on the palms of your wrists, and you can put on a little bit on the back of your neck and stuff like that. But do not
just sip it. Don't gulp it.
Yeah, don't gulp it. Do not pour cold water over your head. It will knock you clean out. I seen a kid in football do that once. Take the thing and pour water over his head, knocked himself clean out.
And don't replace water with salt.
Yeah, don't
don't think licking salt tablets is going to save you. You got to get the water.
Don't help. And not only that, I personally don't even recommend Gatorade at some point. You can't keep drinking all that sodium and think it's going to help.
Exactly.
It's meant for some, not all. Water is what you need a lot of.
It's a supplement, not your water supply.
Yeah, exactly. But again, Eric Rowe, dude, just a constant professional, and as long as his value per cap hit is never more than what his role becomes in the team, he could be someone that sticks around the Dolphins till he decides to hang it up. Who knows? I mean, what is Eric Rowe, 28 this year? 29? Something like that? I don't even think he's 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Coach Greger this morning a little bit about just the urgency that Tyreek and Jalen create for the defense. From your perspective, how does it make you have to kind of make decisions faster, play a little quicker? What's your thought process when you see 17 and 10 in there?
Yeah, when you see Tyreek and Jalen on the same side, right? It's a high awareness that they're going deep, right? And so obviously, often doing a great job of when they go deep, they have different routes, so you can't just anticipate it. So, when they go deep, it's like, okay, are they going to do the post? Are they going to do a corner, a sit down, over? And obviously, everybody knows about their speed. So when you get, us DBs in full go, it's tough, transition, break it down in the spot, how they can break down.
How would you describe
Man, you hear what he said there? He's talking about the complexities of having to deal with these types of wide receivers because of how sharp they can sit down on the route and how you got to wing out as a DB to make sure that you're still in your position and keeping these guys in front of you. Problem is you can't allow too much space between where you are in coverage of them and trying to keep them in front of you, because if not, Tyreek Hill, you've seen him. He'll look over his right shoulder like he's going to break inside and then step back out and go to the left onto the outside, and you've already taken the wrong step in an angle, and that's all he needs if you give him enough space. He just needs you to take that first step to get half out of place because his reaction time is faster. And Waddle too, man. That's the thing. Waddle's the same way. I think this is the best thing, and I said it when it happened, the only person you could probably bring in here and, first of all, Wes Welker teaching him how to be the best type of wide receiver he could be, but who could physically show him how to be the best he could be. It's Tyreek Hill. There's no one else on the earth that's going to be able to teach him on the field the way Tyreek Hill could. Let me pull this back up.
Just you got to rely on your teammates for some help.
What about the route running besides just the vertical aspect stance? I know you talked about it a little bit there, but just in terms of the polish they have as players, does it really stand out to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, because, you have guys in the league that are just, we'll call them just go route runners, right? They're fast, but that's all they can do. They can't really run any routes. I mean, these two guys, they're route running. They're the way they break down, the way they get in and out their breaks, the way they run through the ball. If they run a stop, they're not waiting for the ball. They're coming back for it. I mean, just, stuff like that, kind of makes you great.
And back to what I was saying, coming back to the ball creates that extra distance too. And that's gives the DB something to worry about. You know what I'm saying? If they turn around.
Green Knight must be like rocking some Bose speakers or something, man. Jeez. I was trying to be quiet.
Here, I got him. Here you go, Green Rat. There you go. And I muted him. There you go. Anywho, guys, before we get on to the other clips we're going to go through, make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribing to the show. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, please come over to YouTube and subscribe here on YouTube. And make sure you guys are checking out all the great content. Talk 7 TMI Tuesdays tomorrow night around 9. Probably get me or Ali to come on there and fill in with Tonk. Color commentary on Thursdays, late night, daytime. You can get coffee in color with a dash of color in it. Who knows? Late night exhale with Ali on Saturdays at around 10. You guys also can catch El Capitan, myself, all the other days trying to get it in, filling in the time. We got tons to talk about. Cash App, Venmo, the Fins Tailgate help support the show. Super Chat is active too, guys. We appreciate all donations to help support the show. You can also go to your link in the description for Fanatics and help support the show in that way, or buy some of our gear, which is much obliged. Represent. Get yourself a TFTG flag. Get a beanie and wear it in that South hot Florida sun weather and show how real badass you really are. Also, you guys can use hashtag TFTG to get 10% off of any of your purchases to Backroom Collections. Link is in the description, so make sure you guys are hitting that up. All right, guys. Rundown complete. Is the film actually got? It does. It's got like dolphin stuff on the film coming out of the dissection thing. Like that's in depth, guys. I don't think you guys are appreciating the hard work HP's putting into some of these thumbnails, man. I mean, wow. All right. So which one of these coaches do we? Oh, wait, that's right. We still got Trill Williams to get on. Might as well give Trill Williams a little bit of his.
That's some good software, man.
I know, right? Like he's got it. He's got it in. Let me Trill Williams having two interceptions already in practice, making his presence felt. He might be pushing Nick Needham for some playing time. 40 years up. Good position to be in with Trill Williams, stepping in. Noah Igbenogany looking a little bit better. We have Nick Needham to lean on, so can't be upset about our defensive back unit at this point,
What's up, Chef Shoe?
What's up, Chef?
What's up, Chef?
Watch Byron, do what they do, and all they do is make me hungrier to come back this year and show them I can compete at that same level.
Sam Madison told us this morning that you lost some weight in the offseason. Was it suggested to you, or you kind of took it upon yourself?
No, I kind of took it upon myself. When I was in college, I played at like 210, 215. Last year, I was at like 206, and coming in OTAs, I was 210. And right now, I'm like 202. So I feel like if I'm lighter, I'm able to move better, against smaller receivers. So.
He done dropped the 8 pounds in friggin' water weight. Boy, it's so hot out there. Came in at 210. Now he's 202. That's easy.
Yeah, I was picked.
Make sure we're kind of far away.
Oh yeah, one hand too.
How many years that now?
Saw that.
2.
And you stayed in bounds?
Yes, sir.
Who was the receiver when the receiver?
I want to say Waddle.
Yeah.
You know, they gave Melvin Ingram the number 6, but Trill Williams has number 6, and he's got a gold chain around his neck. So, you know.
Even if it's just practice, how meaningful is it?
You know, it's meaningful because, you know, practice translates to the game. So if I can make these plays now in front of the coaches, they have faith to put me in the game to make those same
Why has
plays.
he got a 6?
I'm sorry.
That's his number.
Piece of advice you got from
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay.
It's his Dolphins number, bro. He's a Dolphin. He already went and bought the chain to prove it.
It's the same game I've been playing all my life. Just go out there and have fun and just play football and use the techniques that I learned over the years and just translate it into my game and just have fun.
It's not like anybody's rooting for injury or opportunity, but you come into this training camp with like a renewed sense of opportunity.
Trill Williams' number 6 was his number in college.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's keep to the other narrative, Ali. Let's shoot that he just bought it because he's faithful in himself as the Dolphins number 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
messing up my narrative. Messing up my narrative, bro.
I thought Ingram had number 6.
Ingram came out and said he still doesn't have a number and that he was wearing Trill's number in his interview the other day.
Okay, see, I missed all that.
Remember, he said something about being Agent 0, which I would be down with, actually.
Bro, that would be so dope. Come out with like a 0 or 00. That would be even cooler.
Dude.
You know, Byron's one of my big brothers. You know, I love him, but right now we only can worry about who's on the field now, and right now it's next.
My dog's number, bro. Chewy's got a jersey 00.
But you know, just come here every day and work.
Mike talked to us at the beginning of camp about making every rep count, making every opportunity count, even with the shorter practices. How has he relayed that message down to you and your teammates?
Man, football could be taken away at any point in time, so we pretty much, you know, come out here and rep every play like it's our last play. And, you know, that's going to translate, you know, when we got to go to Tampa or when the first game starts. So, yeah, every play like it's our last.
Trill seeing what going up against Tyreek and Jalen kind of helps your game come along so far in development?
It's helped me tremendously. You know, those are the top 2 receivers to me, and I feel like, you know, if I could keep up with those guys, guard those guys, I could compete with any receiver in this league.
We talk about Sam and Pat as your coaches.
Yeah, for real. I mean, he's second-year dude out of Syracuse, undrafted, and if he's out here making plays on the ball, even though other, you know, backup quarterbacks and whatever throwing the football or our starter, doesn't matter. If he's making his presence felt out there and he's competing and keeping up, he should feel confident because these are some elite weapons at wide receiver and, I mean, all around on this offense. You know, he should feel good about himself.
Also, Josh Boyer has a big background in defensive backs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but he's got a resume of guys that have come from undrafted to big-time players. Does that kind of stick out to you as far as his direction goes and just what you're able to do?
You know, I'm going to do whatever, you know, he wants me to do. And, you know, I'm a team guy, so I've seen him develop a lot of players. And I'm one of those guys he's trying to develop. And, you know, hopefully I can take it to the next level.
Just seeing what Nick Needham has done as an undrafted player, like yourself, make himself into a good, reliable NFL corner. Does that inspire you at all?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Even coming to last year, you know, and Nick is, you know, he's one hell of a player. And I come out here and watch his work ethic, and I try to, you know, do better than he do because, you know, like I said, he's a hell of a player. So, yeah.
What has Sam Madison done with you from a technique standpoint? Has there been many changes in terms of?
No, you know, just be more physical. You know, I'm one of the bigger DBs. I think I'm one of the bigger DBs in this league. So just pretty much get my hands on the receiver. And, you know,
Damn, I'm one of the bigger DBs in this league, bro. Hell yeah, I like that.
If I do that, I feel like I take away the entire scheme.
So do you feel like, you know, at Syracuse you were very, very highly rated? Do you feel like you're a little bit underrated here?
Yeah, that's not for me to decide. You know, I just come out here and make plays, and that's for everybody to see.
When you got picked up by the Dolphins, were you pretty excited about the opportunity? Not just because of, you know, obviously.
Yeah, real quick before Travis, for everybody forgets, he wasn't a practice squad guy. He made the 53-man roster last year on this defense. So, and really when Ali, you're talking about a 5th running back and you know, or we're talking about an extra offensive lineman, it's going to be a guy like Trill Williams is the dude we're going to miss out on. I don't know if this team wants to see a guy like Trill Williams go.
It's a deep room, but the way they play defense with the physical press out, felt like kind of suits your game.
That's my game to the T right there. You know, playing man to man, jam at the line of scrimmage. That's my style of play, and I'm glad that they saw that in my game and added me to their team to contribute.
The first goal of an undrafted rookie was making the team, so you accomplished that last year. Is the goal now playing time?
Yes, sir. My goal is to always get on the field and start. No matter who's in front of me, whether that's X or Byron. Like I said, I love those guys, but at the end of the day, it's who's the better man, who's gonna go out there and play.
Would it also be any
Hell yeah, he gets it.
I can play anywhere, whether that's corner, nickel, or safety. So I'm very versatile, and whatever they need me to do, that's what I'm gonna do.
How much work have you gotten in the slot this offseason?
I got quite a bit.
Are you comfortable there?
Yes, sir. That's why I played in college. I took a lot of snaps at nickel. I barely took snaps at corner, and I was mostly at safety my last year. So.
You prefer to have discussions with Melvin once training camp ends, and you got to decide who's going to wear 6?
We'll see when we get to Tampa. You'll see who's wearing 6 when we get to Tampa.
Ooh, did you hear that?
Well, he just answered that for everybody.
Yo, yeah, he did. We'll see you wearing 6, bro. Fuck out of here. And Melvin Ingram in his interview said, "Of course I am. I'm me, bitch." You know what I'm saying? Pretty much how he was talking.
And I wouldn't even mind just being that dude catching the balls to feed him to the jugs machine, bro. I'm like, that's like a perfect job for a guy like me right there.
The jug machine guy?
Yeah, just catching them all coming in. He's pretty good. He doesn't drop any of them. He's pretty good.
I'll be the guy that catches it and feeds it through the jug machine. I'll be that dude. I ain't trying to work that hard. It's hot as hell out there.
We both can't wear 6 over there.
Have there been negotiations at all? Has he offered you any money?
Yeah, that's that. You're gonna see. First we got Tampa.
Okay. Trill, I feel like this interview, at Madden or 2K, where you're doing an interview and you got to give the right question or the right answer or the right answer. I feel like you got a lot of practice in that.
It's funny because when I went to college, I did communication and broadcasting, so that's I feel like I'm very articulate to talk to a lot of people.
What's the question you would ask yourself?
What are you gonna do to come out here tomorrow and get better? Pretty much.
Trill, any NFL corner you sort of had in your game after a similar size?
I learned how to play corner watching Jalen Ramsey when he was at Florida State.
Right.
So I took a lot of his game, and Vernon Hargreaves, I took his game too, and I built it into one. And I feel like I'm a hybrid of both. But now I feel like I'm coming into my own person, and I play like myself.
Coach McDaniel has said he wants everyone to feel that way. He wants everyone to feel like themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he looks like a hard hitter, dude.
Yeah, he does.
Day one,
No shoulders.
He comes in here, he's himself, and as a player, I love that for a coach, So he's doing the right thing, and it helps us come out here and compete for him,
Do you see that your teammates are starting to kind of feel that they can, be themselves and show their personalities?
Yeah. Last year, it was a tough season. It was very, very gloomy in the locker room. But I feel like now that's that left. So now we're just trying to build up and make it far into this playoff run, and hopefully get deep into playoffs.
Hells yeah. Gloomy in the locker room, boys. I've never heard that before.
Who's number 19?
Dude, check this out. So imagine Melvin Ingram knocking the ball out of Josh Allen's hands, wearing 00 on his jersey, right? Like we said.
Mm-hmm.
Knocking the ball out of his hands, taking the ball, running it to the end zone. Then you can call Melvin Ingram 006.
What?
Who's number 19, bro?
Watch number 19.
Never heard of him.
19 is Skylar Thompson.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, I believe that's his number 19.
Skylar the Minigun Thompson.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool name, bro. We need to get in touch with Skylar's PR people back in Kansas and let them know. Hey, Buddy Ali's got a trademark. We'd be interested to sell you. Comes along with condition, though. Got to get in on the source game like everybody else has. That's what we got to do, Ali.
That and an interview on Late Night Exhale with me.
Oh, yes. That's a good stipulation as well. That is, too. I like that. Shout out to Juan. Thank you for the $2 donation, brother. We will watch for number 19. We'll be watching them all, as you can see. So, let's...
Wait. Is 29 Skylar? I thought 19 is Skylar.
Yeah, it's 19.
It's 19.
It is 19.
Okay. He changed it. See?
Oh, okay. I just saw the 29. Sorry.
Yeah, he got you.
You got me.
29 is Brandon Jones.
That's right.
All righty, let's Oh, there. I already showed this one.
Ollie's like, what? They make 29 the quarterback in soccer.
Actually, no, there is a 29 that I know of, but yeah.
Do they have a quarterback in soccer? Does that translate? Am I being stupid?
It's not called a quarterback, but they do have a player that you could say is the quarterback.
Right.
I thought they had more of a mic'd up thing. Let me check on. I thought I had.
Now, is that a guy that's just like half the size of the halfback? Is that the quarterback?
No, they just basically call it a maestro. It's a style of play. In depending on the formation,
they call it a maestro.
Maestro. It basically
maestro.
Yeah, like a maestro.
Yeah,
I'm saying it with a different accent. Sorry.
I got you.
It's master in English.
Like for example, some people will say it's this. It depends on the central midfield player. Like you could have a central attacking midfielder, and they're known for delivering the ball, to the open.
Would they call that? Is that what they call a striker in the English vernacular, in the American vernacular?
No, strikers are ahead of the midfielders.
So that'd be like a forward or something, or a. Right.
The striker is a forward, correct?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Imagine a point guard in basketball. You could say a point guard is the quarterback in basketball, right?
Right.
That's what a central midfielder technically is.
I got you.
If they're playing a central attacking midfielder, or like for example, one of my favorite players from Chelsea, just so happens the jersey I'm wearing. They have a guy named Jorginho. He's half Italian, half Brazilian. He plays more of a defensive central midfield role, but he's known for delivering the ball, forward. So
see, now that's almost a good football name. You said Jorginho?
That is correct.
See, now if that was two names and it was like George Genio, that'd be a great football name.
Interesting.
All right, let's watch this mic'd up real quick.
Hey, receivers, I'm ready. Hey, that's why I keep my cleats on. I stay strapped. This cheater today, he's got a lot of reggae. I like getting that shoulder back on the inside.
Oh, he likes reggae? Cool.
Through these 40. Hey, keep working. Keep working.
I mean,
hey, keep working.
It's like Providence, dude.
It's going to happen sometime. Win more than you lose, okay? Hands, challenge. I like it. Ball. Go ahead, lean him out of bounds. Because if you go right here, you ain't got no power. Hey, good job. Hey, way to go. Good job. Hey, short receivers get nothing. I'm ready.
Bro,
hey,
where's Pete?
I stay strapped.
Pete? Oh my God.
Today. She's got a lot of reggae. I like getting that shoulder back on the inside. Good. Hey, let's grind through these 40. Hey, keep working. Hey, keep working. Hey, keep grinding. It's going to happen sometime. Win more than you lose, okay? Hands, challenge. I like it. Ball.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, lean him.
How much great audio are we going to get from Sam now?
Hey, good job. Hey, way to go. Good job. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? How much great post-game audio and things like this mic'd up audio are we going to get out of him? It's going to be amazing.
So he's saying Tyreek was bringing the reggae today. I'm like, wow, it's like, can this guy be any more perfect?
Did you expect anything else, Color? Come on, bro. He's at Miami through and through, bro. What's up, Flipside? What you doing sliding through here?
Ain't no wonder he's so confident and calm all the time. He's got reggae jamming in his ear, man.
Yeah, dude. That's how you find your flow. I mean, I played middle linebacker, so I was listening to like Drowning Pool. I was listening to some other stuff.
If you're listening to reggae and you're in a bad mood, you're listening to it wrong. That's all there is to it.
Well, no, you've only started listening to the reggae.
Right, that's it. Yeah, you could have just turned it on. Right.
Yeah, you're trying to get in a good mood. So, let's see. Which one of these coaches? They got a couple of short ones and they got the long one for the Let's do the safeties coach. Let's do him. And color, hold it down for a second. I'll be right visible.
Now, of course, some of the root stuff might kind of make you depressed after a while.
Tyreek and Jalen are going to cause defenses on that play or just in practice in general. Like, what specifically do they make you guys change differently to take care of them?
Yeah, well, anytime you got two receivers that are that fast, right? They can climb and get vertical into the defense extremely fast. I mean, it puts stress on the back end. It puts stress not only on the DBs but the linebackers, the whole scheme as it meshes together. So, you know, that speed, that vertical release into the defense, you know, guys got to be thinking about over the top, right? And then it opens up the intermediate part of the field. So, you know, it's great to see those guys out there, especially when they're both out there on the field together. I mean, it's definitely a unique element.
Steve, you know that Brandon Jones can tackle.
Is that the salute to service hat?
We know he can tackle. We know he's prepared. We know he's
Quite
fast. We know
possibly.
he's smart.
If that is, that's dope, dude. I want that hat.
Great couple years into his pass coverage. Have you and him sat down and evaluated? I'm sure you have, but how much tape have you evaluated of Brandon in coverage, and how much mechanically have you changed with him in that area?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, in Brandon in particular, yeah, absolutely. You know, there's definitely elements of his game that we're trying to get better, you know, from coverage to playing the deep part of the field, and then just really even improving sometimes his blitzing and things like that as well. So, but that goes with all our players, right? Like, we want to be as versatile a player as possible, you know, each individual one, so that you don't get pigeonholed into only being a one-trick pony. You know, the more versatile we are, the more we can move those guys around, the more, you know, the chess pieces can fit in different places on the defense, and it makes it harder on the offense. So, you know, with all of our players in the secondary, we're constantly trying to, you know, make them the most rounded players that they can be, and make them versatile in all areas of their game.
Is the skill set there to get better in coverage?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, he's athletic, he's fast, he's smart. You know, like, there's no reason why he can't do all the different things that a DB needs to do on a down-in basis, and be able to cover guys, be able to cover tight ends, be able to play the deep part of the field, be able to blitz, be able to play zone coverage. You know, all of those things should encompass what he has the ability to do from a tool set standpoint.
I was talking to Brandon the other day and asked if he and Javon watched film of any other safety tandem in the NFL, and he mentioned Jordan and Micah up in Buffalo. Even call themselves a younger version of them. I guess is that kind of a directive, like a goal for them to be like, hey, watch how Jordan does this and that, watch how he gets in the box and drops in the coverage?
Right.
Or
Well, I don't think it's a goal to be like other players. I think we want to be who we are and do what we do best that fits within our scheme. I think it's extremely valuable for those guys to watch other players that have had success in this league and see kind of what they're doing, what their body language is like, what their keys are. You know, even if they have conversations with those guys in the offseason, it's always a good thing to evolve as a player and talk to other players that do it at a high level and see what their thought process is like. But for our guys really here, I mean, the main focus for them is to just continue to build their craft, you know, build their skill sets, and then understand how they fit within the scheme of our defense and make it all work here.
And what type of player does it take for a defensive back, for a safety, to be able to line up on the line of scrimmage and still present enough of a threat to a defense that you can drop into coverage and take away the pass?
Yeah, well, I think, you know, obviously it goes back to the versatility comment that I was saying, right? Like, if you line up on the line of scrimmage as a defensive back and there's really no threat of blitz, or there's really no threat of you being able to beat a running back one-on-one or beat a block in the front, you know, then they're not worried about you as much. But when there is that threat, you got to be accounted for. And then now you play that chess matchup. Is he coming? Is he dropping? You know, and then obviously having the wherewithal and understanding of when I'm dropping from the line of scrimmage, where do I got to get to? How does my depth change? How do my landmarks change? You know, all of those things that, you know, are different from the line of scrimmage than from dropping from 15 yards deep. You know what I mean? So I think that's stuff that you're constantly working on, constantly you're trying to build on a daily basis, individual drills, film work, you know, team periods. I mean, that's what practice is for, you know.
Steve, when you first got around Javon Holland, how long does it take to notice just how special the guy's instincts are?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. I mean, you watch the guy play out there. He's extremely instinctual. He understands the game. When you sit and talk with him, he understands the game from an intellectual standpoint. But there's still, you know, areas to improve. There's still things that he's still a young player.
Yeah, he is.
He's only in his second year. He
Definitely
hasn't seen
from New York.
everything yet. You know what I mean? But you
From
know, when
some
you have a guy
areas.
that's that naturally instinctive, you know, he can do things, you know, maybe that are outside the box a little bit, to where you're like, okay, don't take that away from him. Let him trust his instincts. Sometimes there'll be some growing pains with that, where he'll make, you know, a little bit of a wrong decision here or there, but that's all right. It comes kind of with the territory.
Here and there and everywhere, you know, in all those areas.
Yeah, he definitely has that New York accent.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. No, I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of him. He sounds like he knows his business, but
yeah,
spot on color. Sounds like he knows his deal.
He's been here a long time. It's almost gone, but it's still there a little bit.
Did you see that hat he was wearing, Cap?
No, I didn't take a good look at it. Let me pull it back up.
I wonder if that's the salute to service hat. If it is, I want that hat. It looks dope.
Yeah,
I'm starting to collect hats now. It's kind of bad.
Let me pull that up.
I got an obsession.
Yeah, that hat's dope. Yeah, it's a pretty nice hat. Yeah, I need that.
Watch how Jordan does this and that. Watch how he gets in the box and drops in the coverage.
Right.
Or,
Well, I don't think it's a goal to be like other players. I think we want to be who we are and do what we do best.
Yeah, I think so too, because it's got the flag on it, the soldiers flag and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And the stars. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that. I like that a lot.
A lot of freaking background, huh?
It's like these guys can't find like a quiet place, no matter if their life depended on it.
I know, right? And you can hardly ever hear the media, which I think they kind of do that on purpose because they gotta have all their stuff to write their articles. That's how you can answer the question, but you don't know what the question was. Yeah, a little bit of behind the scenes. All right, let's bring in the linebackers coach now. Let's hear what he's got going on.
This guy will be from Pittsburgh or something.
Yeah,
like that type of, like, yeah, when you got 5 dons left to go and it's 4th don, you want somebody there,
Don.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Around my dad growing up, and my dad was always a coach. And
Color on the money, bro.
New Jersey, and then
on the money, dude. The first
always the linebacker coaches, bro.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
we were around my dad growing up, and my dad
on the money, bro.
Was always a coach, and coached at Patterson Catholic in New Jersey, and then which is since closed, but then he was at Paramus Catholic, and we all grew up there. And, run around the games and everything. And it was.
Oh, he's Jersey.
It was just a great way to grow up. You met so many different people from so many different places. And I think football is like, it's just, that's what makes the game great.
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over their mountains?
So many people developing relationships. You have people that you meet and you love for the rest of your life and have a huge effect on you. And we saw him do that. And, I think we all were just really, we admired that and all wanted to kind of go that same path, hopefully have an effect on kids. I think all thought we were going to be high school coaches, for sure. And my 2 other brothers are
this guy's a Jets fan
right now. And I was back there in the summer hanging out with their teams and everything, going to practice. So it was great. I mean, it's such a great environment at every level, high school, college, and pro. It's a proactive profession, it really is.
So let me get this straight. There's 4 boys in your family?
There's 4 boys.
All
yeah.
of y'all
And,
are football coaches.
yeah, 4 boys and 1 girl. And my sister's probably the best athlete. So,
What are those text chain and conversations like?
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
Notes and all
Yeah, it's all, always. Me and my one brother, Nick, were talking football last night. But, I think there's nothing better than being able to confide, and the people you grew up with, you share the bedroom with your whole life. And you kind of, everybody's going through the same thing. It's hard because, it's hard to go 4-0 every weekend, for the 4 of us. So we're always bummed out for somebody if somebody loses, but it's just really being there and supporting each other. It's been it's really been an awesome thing growing up, having our own families now. And sometimes you just being there for each other makes a world of difference,
Those 4-0 weekends, you have like a special celebration when?
Oh yeah, forget it. Yeah. You definitely celebrate it a little extra. Probably have a little bit more red sauce on Sunday after that. That's eat a little
more red sauce.
Sorry if you've been asked on Channing, but just observations through 4 days, where he's at, what you like about his game.
I just think he flies around. You know, he's thanks. He's a bright kid. You know, and he's come from a program where practice, you know, is valued, and he's practiced at an elite level, so that's not a shock to him at all. But he's really worked very diligently in the classroom, and then, you know, all the post practice. If there's something that he can get done, he's going to get it done. Pre-practice, if there's something he can get done, he's going to get it done. So I see incrementally, he's just doing a good job. He's getting better and better every day. And obviously, you know, like any young guy, the more you do it, you just see more comfort. You know, you get to the point where guys are answering questions quicker, and that's exciting and it's encouraging.
Well, that's good to hear about Channing Tindall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think we all expected nothing less, but it's good to hear he's doing the pre-practice, the post-practice stuff, doing extra, trying more. I mean, I expected nothing less, honestly. Hopefully it'll equate to some playing time, and we can see this kid, you know, out there sooner rather than later.
I mean, hey, it's Tony.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know.
Good. I know everyone's trying to focus on the whole.
I feel the need for speed.
Much intensity maybe is hyped up a little bit in the past year since you have these speed threats added and all these acquisitions to the offensive end.
Yeah, I think in camp, anytime you're just, you know, it gets competitive. You know, guys are competing for spots and obviously want to do a good job. But I think guys here have done a really good job trying to take care of each other. You know, burst into the ball, finishing plays. That's something that's kind of jumped out to me. I think guys are just giving maximum effort, and it's been fun, you know, because there's great players out there, you know, and there's great coaches we're coaching against and scheming against every day. So like that's fun. The challenge of that's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun the first week.
I mean, the background noise is killer.
You know, and sometimes you get the football there, and you know,
you got a bunch of downs. You gotta have a guy every time.
I'll take a bag of them chips there, and you know,
put some red sauce on it.
Extra red sauce.
Ali's gonna pay for it.
You call that a hit? Keep your head down. The top of your head is the hardest part of your body.
Thanks, Coach. Dude, that's gonna break your neck.
No, I'm gonna break your neck. Damn it, my leg.
Yeah, it's like that. Extra. Okay, all right. Couple more here, guys. We're almost done. Still got the long one from friggin' Boyer. I mean, we're coming along. Let's get to the D-line coach, Austin Clark. He's another big dude. He's been a holdover, one of the few defensive guys and team, you know, guys that stuck around from the last coaching regime.
How much you guys want to bet this guy is a New England accent?
Ben displays.
No, he's country boy. I've heard him before.
Texas.
Being able to do that guys, and you know, he plays really hard and he flashes. You know, Jordan. Some of the techniques are new to him, but he's working hard at it, and you know, looking forward to working with him each day, and hopefully we see a better version of him as days progress each day.
And is Melvin? I'm sorry, Dave. One other quick thing: is Melvin entirely in Tyrone's room, or have you gotten Ingram at all in the defensive lineman?
So, you know, in terms of us, like as we see the front, whether it's Ty, Derek LeBlanc, who works with our defensive line also, or Steve Ferentz, who's working with the outside linebackers also, nothing's changed there in terms of, look, if you look out here on the field, you're going to see everybody working together for a common goal to get better each day, and, you know, understanding that our pass rush and our run defense is a collective thing, and we're fired up about it.
Christian Wilkins, we've already seen him take some of these strides. So what's the next step?
Yeah, I think for him, it's understanding that every year is a new slate, right? So whatever you did last year, it really doesn't matter. So whatever version you finish the season in, that doesn't guarantee you're going to start training camp that way, right? And I think for him, it's being consistent and staying on his process that helped him make that jump last year, and that it's going to keep getting better if you stay on that same process. And you'll see him, you know, before practice, after practice, in the meetings. He's in phenomenal shape right now. I'm very pleased with the way he's working and you know, fired up about it.
People always wonder about guys before and after they get their big deals. Emmanuel Ogbah, what is his approach?
The exact same. You know, for him, it's understanding, hey, man, we're fired up, you're here. I'm fired up, I'm here. Let's go get this, and let's elevate your game, okay? Because there's a lot of things that we can get better at, and he's been great out here through the first 4 days here, getting better, and, you know, the roles that we've asked him to do, and you know, for a guy that I wouldn't know how much a guy gets paid if you're out here working.
I know no pads yet, but how is Raekwon different to you at all? Is his body at all different from last year? Any differences you've seen?
Absolutely. All credit to Raekwon. He showed up in very good shape in his weight. And, you know, to me, physically, the way he showed up in camp is the best he's been in 3 years. And that's a credit to him.
Damn,
but
bro.
Also understanding, like everything else, you know, we got to get the techniques right and continue to work. But that alone has given him a good chance. But exactly like you said, we have no pads on. So there's some things in terms of physicality and knocking guys back that we desire to see that tomorrow will be that time.
Bro, Raekwon's gonna be a murderer next year, bro. He's gonna just eat people alive. There's gonna be no stopping him.
Can move.
Yes.
Whatever that means scares me.
Yes, whatever it means. If he's more agile and being a freaking mountain, we're essentially saying the mountain is able to move quicker. This is gonna be great for us. He's gonna be eating it up. Oh man, I can't wait. Tomorrow, Color, you need to go and get all the footage you can, all the everything. Take notes, bring a notepad, write some stuff down, keep a healthy set of notes for us to go through on the
Print out
players.
that roster list that Big E posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
Print that out.
Do you have binoculars, Color, by chance?
No, not handy.
No, too bad. Too bad. I'm sure maybe you could let everybody know that you're TFTG and maybe they'll just give you their binoculars. You know, maybe that'll happen. You just come up to them.
Look what I can do!
And just,
Are you kidding? I'm probably going to be wearing a disguise, man.
No way. Disguise nothing, bro. You should go out there loud and proud. Your color commentary up in this mug. They should be bringing you straight down there with Dave Hyde, Omar Kelly, and the rest of them, just letting you have at her.
I'm scared.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Those 2 years are gonna come after you, Color.
Yeah, I'm coming to get you, Color. Don't let this man boo this man.
You heard all them gunshots, man.
They're gonna be boo this man. Look, it's Color.
Boo! Boo! Muck! Boo! Boo!
Bro, if that's all they did, I'd be standing up I'd be like, you know, it'd be something sort of like, you know. Well, sort of, but I was thinking more like, where is it?
It's at the top.
Oh, damn.
More like
you ruined
this.
I'm your huckleberry.
That one kind of works too.
No.
For sure. For absolute sure.
You need to get the inside goods when you get there. Make sure to rub elbows with a couple of people. All right. Let's,
right, bitches.
And then invite Skyler to be on my show on Saturday night.
Yeah, let Skyler know to holler at Ali. Been trying to
We
reach
don't have the one in there anymore.
He hasn't been answering my text messages, so I don't know what his problem is lately. All right. Sam Madison. Let's go ahead and pull up the big man. Look, he's like, God, I got to talk to these people. Great. That's how he comes into it. Oh, God.
Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. How much do you have to make sure that the confidence of Noah and Trill and the guys that are, you know, beaten by them at times, they've had some good plays, but when they're beaten, that they don't get down?
The league knows it's hard to cover both of those guys. So, you know, it's really good to see both of them together, you know, because it's going to really put stress on not only us, but it's going to help us for understanding speed speed and staying on top and, just being in the right place at the right time. But, I've watched Tyreek Hill for the last 3 years, and he's giving everybody fits and everybody problem. But
it's Tyreek Hill. Let's be real
show
here.
the type of weapons that we have, be able to utilize them the correct way, but yet and still from the defensive standpoint, understanding how to be able to cover these type of guys. So for all our defensive backs, constantly watching film, knowing what to expect, and then just going out there and try to execute the defense that Josh calls.
Like on the
if he to the question and to the answer, guys like Trill Williams, Nick Needham, they figure out a way to start managing talents. As cornerback number 1 and 2, say they're the cornerbacks in this drill, and they figure out a way to neutralize Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I mean, bro, you start figuring out how to defend guys like that, you're gonna be in good shape real quick. So,
deep ball, that was such a perfectly thrown ball. Was that play to Tyreek for the long touchdown Saturday? Was that even defensible by Noah? What would you tell him watching film of that play? What he could have done differently?
Noah is very fast, but Tyreek is fast as well. So, when you have those type of guys, you want to be in that lead position. You want to try to throw his timing off, because when he comes off and you give him those 1, 2, 3 steps after that 5 yards, you can't really touch him. You want him to try to make him stop and start his feet, but yet and still guys overlapping. You see over routes, and we have different things that we do with different coverages. You just have to utilize your speed and utilize and understand where he is, condense splits, make him break that ball off and not allow those deep balls to get over our head.
Sam, what have you seen from Noah in terms of his ability to flush a bad play, or a bad play or a long completion against them?
Yeah, the one thing that I really try to focus on, don't come back and don't hold your head, because sometimes you can give up a big play, and I've seen it multiple times. You give up a big play, you chase guys down, you get them down at the 1 yard, and guess what? You're holding 2, 3, 4, and now you're able to turn the ball back. So continue just to work through the play and try to finish the play as much as possible, and just keep on running, and just give yourself an opportunity to live to see another down. That was some of the things that my coaches stressed to me in my time playing. That's the thing that I'm going to try to stress to our guys, and been doing a really good job of having a negative play, but don't let them accumulate. So things are going to happen. This is National Football League. You're going to play the best of the best. You're going to see some good quarterbacks. You're going to see some good wide receivers. You're going to give up some plays, but try to minimize those plays that you're giving up and try to create as many good plays for yourself versus bad.
Yeah, have a negative play, but don't let it have a negative, long-lasting effect on your play of the game. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows this. You got to have a short memory, especially as a corner, because, dude, you're going against guys like Tyreek Hill and, just top wide receivers. You're going to have them. They're going to win their battles. And you're a defensive guy. You don't know if he's going to stick his foot in the ground and come across the field on you, or if he's going to, try to double move you and go up the field. You got to just hope that you're doing your job right. And, he's still learning that bump and run and being more physical on the line. We heard him the other day talking about Noah Igbenogany, as how he's working a lot more about being physical, and how he remembered when he was a wide receiver, he didn't like it when the DBs got physical with him, because you want them pushed off their routes and off their timing. And that's literally what Noah said. And this is what Sam is saying and that he's saying to him. So we can't be better put than that.
You're happy with how you're in that department?
I'm very happy with Noah and the things that he's doing. He's still learning. When you go back, I first get here, I go through a lot of the.
That's right. The DB ain't the one that's got to go back to the huddle and answer to the quarterback.
Had an opportunity to see. There's a lot of things that he haven't been able to see. So throwing a lot of different things at him. Now you got a totally different offense. A lot of 2-back sets, a lot of 2 tight end sets. Whereas you're going to see in the National Football League, you got a lot of 3 wide receiver sets. So things that you're going to be able to see, you get it out here in practice, and then you'll be ready and prepared for once the season starts.
Should ask you what things you like about Trill Williams' skill set, and how has he done through 4 days of camp?
Big physical corner, I'm glad he came back. He has his weight down, so he's moving a lot better. Some of the things that you asked of them on the offseason, being able to see them do them and then come back and be successful at those. So he's going to have to continue to get better. Because we have a lot of cornerbacks that he's going to have to contend with. So every day is going to be like his Super Bowl. And I told him, there can be no letdowns on certain plays. So he's been doing some really good things, but there's still a long way to go, and we still have a lot of time to get there.
Yeah, I mean, pads get on and the corners get away a little bit of extra grabbing. You can get a little bit more physical, getting them on their pads, inside the 5-yard line. And Noah really needs to do that part. If he can get, and his hand placement too. If you look at, and it's the same with offensive linemen too. If the guy's coming and it looks like he's going to break on an in route, you want to make sure your hand's on his outside shoulder so you can veer him back to where you want him, because you got to know where your protection's at. You see Xavier Howard, that's what makes him great. He's not the fastest, you know what I'm saying? He's got great ball tracking skills and he's great at baiting quarterback, but his technique and his hand placement and where he's going to be when the ball is going to be to the wide receiver, that's what makes him elite. He's never out of position on making a play on the ball. And it comes a lot with watching their body. You don't even think about the quarterback. You got to play the man in front of you sometimes too. And it's a multitasking job. That's why secondary is very, very hard, man. They're all very hard jobs. All these guys are elite as can get at this point.
He said that Noah's very fast. I wonder if Noah's worked on his speed.
Noah was always very fast. Track runner. Mom was a track star, Olympian.
If you actually go back to the combine, he was one of the slower corners that got drafted, bro. He ran a 4.58.
So Vaughn, how you doing, buddy?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if he's saying he's very fast, I wonder if he did work on his speed, maybe getting quicker, or maybe he's learning technique to get quicker,
Well, remember, he came out in that draft time, I think, when he did those numbers, I think he was only 19 at that point, 20. He was so young. I remember seeing him last year and how he looked. He still looked like a kid. Mm-hmm. I just seen the guy now. That looks like a grown man now. He looks like he put on some weight. Probably grew a little bit. He's still a big boy. Before we get going to the next part, guys, we're coming up on the 3rd hour. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribing. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, come over to YouTube. Get over here with everybody. Subscribe to the network over here on YouTube. Hit the like button, guys. Check out all the great content we have here. Talk 7 TMI Tuesdays, live around 9. Color commentary on Thursdays, anytime during the day or night. Late night exhale with Ali on Saturdays, 10 o'clock. Everybody already know. Catch El Capitan most other days and nights. Check it out. Keep your notification bells on, guys. Cash App, Venmo, help support the channel. We really appreciate it, guys. Fanatics link is in the description. Go ahead and help support us in the way by buying yourself some gear or buying some of our gear. Both links are in the description, as well as a link to Backroom Collections, where if you buy any of your purchases through Backroom Collections and you use offer code #TFTG, you'll get 10% off all your purchases, and you will not be disappointed when you go on Backroom Collections and see what they got. Follow them on Twitter. Let them know TFTG sent you, and, holler at your boy.
What's up, Nick? Where you been, buddy?
So, what's good, Nikolai? What's going on, homie?
What's up, man?
We thought you started hating us or something.
Nah, that's color. He's worried about that. All right, let's see. Patrick Surtain. Only a short video. We already caught the CBS interview of him, the puff piece, we'll call it. And let's pull him up, and then we'll slide over to Josh Boyer, who I've been waiting to see. Let's pull it up. All right, here we go.
I know we talked about nostalgia when you first got out here, but being out here in camp with you and Sam and Steve, some of the guys who played the game before, what is that?
Looks like a real easy dude to talk to.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome, man. Just to make this step. I'm learning myself. I had to come in a different role from being a head coach to now being an assistant, and I just want to help any way I can. And had to learn the defense because it was a different defense. So I'm in learning mode, but at the same time, I just want to give these guys tidbits and lessons that I've learned throughout my years to pass them on to possibly help them with their game. So I'm just moving around, just trying to help any place I can, man. Yeah, no problem.
I just want to ask you
What's up,
about,
man?
how you doing?
Noah and Trill, kind of this baptism by fire, this training camp for them. Step ahead and stuff.
Yeah, man, it's opportunity. With Byron being out, Byron and X being out in OTAs, they got a lot of rep in the OTAs, and now that training camp has started, they're getting more reps and getting more comfortable. Like I said, man, Sam and Matt does a tremendous job with those guys, and you can see it, and it's. I think the thing in this league, you can have one good day, but the good players in this league are consistent throughout, and that's what. The message got to be to them. You got to be consistent in what you're doing. It can't be one up day, one down day. Be consistent in what you're doing. You have a chance in this league.
Yeah, there's no room for flash. You need to stay. Your star's got to burn bright for a long time, especially when you're fighting for the
background there, Ali.
Yeah, man. I just took the red line when I went back and decided to land here in the.
Be it there at the stadium. Color will be there with you at the stadium tomorrow. Color rocking the full-on introvert.
Oh yeah, opposites. See, I turned into a blue hat all of a sudden. Look at that orange dolphin.
Mm-hmm. That's actually aqua and orange, so you're still kind of keeping to everything. So you're all good.
Right. Yeah, it just flipped the colors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking though, if they made a hat like that, aqua with a
orange
black
dolphin
sundial
like
and an orange dolphin, man,
I'd be about it.
God, that'd be badass. How
How
about uniforms that look like that?
I was about to just say that the color scheme of your Dolphins logo on your hat, if they made that into uniforms, that would be badass.
Let's see.
It would almost look like.
Pull it up close. Let's see it. Yeah. Give me some of that. Oh yeah, need that.
That would be tight, bro.
That would be dope. Needs that in my life. So
now we're cooking with gas.
I know, right?
See what else we got here. Ooh, that's a little blue tinty.
Oh, now you're in
the 66 version.
Not in the 50s at least, right?
Ugh.
What? I actually kind of like that.
Artist rendition.
Why is it moving around you? Go back.
I know, isn't that weird?
Why is it moving around you? Whoa, that's tripping me out.
It is pretty weird.
What's in this drink?
How about a little orangey? Little orange tint.
I don't know.
Ooh. Big head color. Look, it's big head color.
That's awesome.
That's actually pretty dope, dude.
Mm-hmm.
A big head color?
Oh, bro, I could figure out a whole bit for color with that right there. You just telling everybody everything, you have a big brain.
13 and 4. 13 and 4.
Yeah,
So this is the view of my seats.
13 and 4. I love it, color. That was perfect. Need to get you a thing and like a real tall, like a Wizard of Oz look when you're doing it.
Well, let's see. Let's see if we can do
pop
it.
your color. You got to pop your collar like real high up, like you're. Now get down. Go down. You want just your head, just the top.
We gonna win.
There it is, right there. Come down with your head. That was good. Color looks like Mike McDaniel with that.
Oh my God, I was about to just say that.
Right there is perfect color. Right there. Now you can tell everybody facts,
Don't
things you know for certain.
That's
how
right.
much we're
Hey,
gonna
Mike Jones.
Run this way
Mike
and you
Jones.
run that way.
We're gonna win.
And I just tell the guys, it's all about life and really how you treat people.
Mike Jones.
It's just how you treat people. It's getting late, boys. Let's get on to this next one.
Yeah,
before we
color. This is the view of my season tickets, by the way.
Oh, word up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's great. I wonder, look how big my hands are.
Yeah, those are NFL size hands, bitches. All right, let's get on to the last of the media availabilities. Josh Boyer. Hopefully, Josh Boyer looks a little different, doesn't he? Looks like he put a little bit of weight on. Doesn't look so stressed out. He looked freaking skinny and stressed out last year. Looks like he put a little bit of healthy weight on.
wondering, Coach McDaniel, being like play caller, how much do you look forward to the opportunity to kind of clash your ideas with his and kind of match wits per se?
Yeah, I think it's to answer that is really kind of twofold. One, we got pads coming up tomorrow, but I would say the way that the practice structure is structured, and Coach McDaniel has done a great job with this. Is all of our practices need to have
usually what structures are,
be deliberate
structured.
on what we're doing, because we're only given so many practices. Now, once you add the pads, that adds a little bit different element to it. But I think collectively working as an offense and defense, we're getting good work without pads, and so that's been good. I would say all the way back to the spring, to answer the other part of your question, is we've been talking philosophy, scheme, things that that we view defensively that may hurt their scheme, or things that they view offensively that may hurt our scheme, and then ultimately it comes down to execution. So it's been good to have the back and forth and to have those conversations, and they've continued on a daily basis. We usually have them, every day, and talking about things that are coming up, or, hey, this stresses us on this, or this stresses us on this. Those conversations are constant.
What are some of the things about the outside zone, blocking attack, this particular 49ers, Shanahan, Broncos style attack, that can in general pose specific problems for any defense?
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, they're going to test your edges. You got to do a good job of setting your edges, and then once you do that, if they can get you moving laterally, that puts creases in the defense. And then obviously they do a great job of marrying the play action with the run. So again, that you're trying to stay square, you're not trying to run lateral, and then all of a sudden it's a pass.
A lot of people are crying RPO, but West Coast play action is what we're going to get a lot of. You know what I'm saying?
Is it just me, or does he sound like he's trying to sound more mature than he is?
No, I think he's just more candid than you've ever heard him. I think you're forgetting how he was when we used to hear him. It would almost be like he was like reading off of a teleprompter in his head.
Well, that's what it seems like now, is what I'm saying. It seems like he's trying to project this air of...
He's still doing that, but if you notice, you can see he's being a little bit more candid in some way. Where he's still through the whole process. What were you going to say, Ali?
Well, no, I was going to say that in my opinion, the coaching staff were a lot more reserved last season of what information they provided, where the coaching staff now seems like they have a little bit more freedom. They may be reserved about some things, but
I think it's expected of them at the same time too. And I think Boyer's trying to partake in all of that, and you're seeing it a little bit in his interviewing. Yeah. So whereas, what did you say?
Yeah, so you got to get back to your drop. So it puts a lot of stress on a lot of players in different positions. They do a great job with the receivers. I know everybody's talking about Tyreek and Jalen, their speed, them getting down the field, but those guys are doing an outstanding job blocking. They're making it really hard for us defensively to tell whether it is run or pass. So all those things, they try to put you in a run-pass conflict, which, good offenses are going to do.
Coach mentioned that because you're back, there's so many key defensive players that return. He used the word algebra. He said that you guys are essentially able to practice algebra out there. How much more advanced do you feel you guys are able to be, and you'll be able to be in your installation, and your teaching, and your practice speed because of the familiarity?
Well, I think a lot of it starts with there's some continuity on the staff. So, that puts us at a starting point where we feel like we can get the installation where we want. The players, there's a familiarity there. So we can kind of increase that installation, and then the additions and the tweaks to things that we are doing that we think will help us, they happen at a much more rapid pace. And so for new guys or guys that are coming in, that learning curve's a little bit steeper. But again, that just gives us a good opportunity as coaches, which all of our assistants have done a great job of, is getting those guys caught up to speed.
I got it. Michael J. Fox, dude. That's who he reminds me of.
Oh, color.
Yeah, I
not,
think
that,
they've definitely taken some strides.
He kind of his mannerisms. He kind of speaks like, you know.
Holy shit, you're right.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they've definitely taken some strides. I think we're seeing that
McFly.
here in the field. Obviously, the end
like a
game is
tree.
to make sure that we get production when it comes to Sundays, but that's a long process. They're definitely at a further starting point than they were a year ago, which is naturally to be expected. But I think the fact that both of those guys have grown, I would say physically, mentally, and emotionally has been great for us. And hopefully we see good things from those guys all the way through.
Doc.
Yeah, I mean, philosophically, it's definitely a different scheme and what they're trying to do. I mean, obviously, you guys have talked about that a little bit with the outside zone, the play action off of that. They're trying to stress you, really vertically and horizontally as an offense to a defense. I would say, from a personnel standpoint, obviously, Tyreek, Cedric, those are some new guys. You got some new guys on the offensive line. And I would say, every day you can see improvement. And that's the big thing for us is we expect.
All right, guys, I can't do it no more.
Well, the good thing is that
I can't do it no
Fall
more.
asleep.
Honestly, what, bro? I get it. He's
Even though he
good
came
at
from New
talking
England,
a
he
lot and
didn't,
saying nothing, and I gotta hand it to him. And I get the competitiveness, but
well, even though he came from New England, he doesn't sound like he was indoctrinated there. He doesn't have the Bostonian accent.
No.
He doesn't.
Are you stupid or something? Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
So
Kind of has that haircut too.
that's kind of why I saw it. I was like, ooh, make that happen next.
You have to stop the run.
Yeah, you got to stop the run. I don't know, man. Been a lot of stuff to dissect there, as the thumbnail would, put in. I mean, look, big day tomorrow, Color. Big day in pads.
Right, bitches?
Big day in pads tomorrow. What do you guys think, or what's the one thing you want to see from the team? Could be on offense or defense.
I want to see HB overlay #1 jerseys on every one of those chicks at that table.
Oh,
that would be priceless,
awesome.
dude.
I could get that. I could make that happen for HB.
Right, bitches?
Like if they all had Tua jerseys on.
That would be awesome.
That would
No,
be
but
awesome.
for real, tomorrow from practice, what do you want to see, or what's the narrative you want to have come out tomorrow? What do you want to hear about? What are you going to be looking for, Color, if and when you're there?
I'm looking for that errant pass that comes my way so I can catch it and get a nice souvenir. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I mean, I want to see some good physicality, man. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but let's break it out. Run some real stuff. I'm curious to see how the running game looks, in pads when everybody.
That's what I want to see. I want to see. Go ahead, Ali.
No, I was gonna say I definitely want to see the running game. That's where I was gonna go.
Game.
I also want to see how the offensive line performs with pads.
Yes,
they said that we've heard multiple people say Connor Williams is really fast and quick and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it with the pads on. I also want to
see it too,
and I definitely want to see Raekwon Davis moving with the pads on now.
And I'd like to see them start to cycle in some of them new linebackers and see what we got there too. Now that the pads are on and people can really,
yeah. And and most of all, and as you said, Color, most of all, I don't want to see any of our players get hurt. Cowboys are already getting hit with injuries, and some other players too elsewhere.
It'd be nice it'd be nice if McD dialed us up another one of those fly routes. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I would be dope to see, and for the crowd, I expect they'll probably have a couple things dialed up. But most importantly,
fun to watch.
I want to see this outside zone blocking the way I know it's to be done, where the whole freaking offensive line is going in this direction, and the running back is running behind him patiently waiting for the hole to open up and make his pick. And I want to see those happen, and I want to see it pop. And I want to see a big gain where Javon Holland or Brandon Jones is making a 12, 13, 14-yard running, tackle, or even them breaking that and taking it to the house. I see.
I also look forward to being able to see like every ball that's thrown to every receiver. You know what I mean? I look forward to being able to see the mechanics of each receiver, that we haven't got a lot of footage on, and to be able to see every ball thrown to them, to see how they handle every angle of a ball coming in, what their eyes are doing on every time they're trying to catch a ball. And I look forward to being able to see that from each one of them, not just the highlights from the few we see here. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I'd be
there. It's like, they're getting reps, and it's like Preston's going to have 20 balls thrown at him tomorrow in some form or another, either through either through warm-ups or plays or whatever, or this guy over here that we don't get a good look at. Or I just like to see. I'm glad I get a chance to see every single reception attempt from every receiver up and down our roster.
Yeah,
I want to know if Sanders is going to continue to perform.
That's what I was going to say. I would want you to keep a close eye on Braylon Sanders.
And what I'm looking for him is that stuff we like in that still shot where he's catching that one-hander, his eyes are glued to the ball. But what I'm looking for is I want to see consistency with that. It's one thing to be able to show somebody you got the head dip. It's another to be really consistent about it. And you'll notice that with the really good receivers, even some of the footage we watched, earlier that I didn't comment on, like when the guy was catching the balls and throwing them and tossing them to the jugs machine, the receiver that was catching the balls out there, he was on time, every single one, every single one. I look forward to seeing the consistency from some of the other lesser receivers or that are considered lesser receivers. Like I say, Craycraft's got good eyes. Well, I've only seen a couple shots of him. I want to see him on every single time he's got a ball coming at him.
Yeah, Nikolai
another one, Lynn Bowden, anybody who it is up and down.
Money Mitch asks, so who y'all expect to make the most impact in the pads tomorrow? Now, I will start it out who I expect. I expect it to be Raekwon Davis, who I hope it's one of these offensive linemen, and I hope it's not Connor Williams. I'm hoping it's like Liam Eichenberg or Austin Jackson, one of these other dudes that show up big when the physicality gets on there. That's not who I expect, but that's who I hope pops off the screen. Or Color calls me up, hey, man, you're not going to believe this, bro, but Austin Jackson is mauling motherfuckers out here. That's what I want to hear. That would make me feel really good. What about you guys?
You better call me, Color. You better call me.
Yeah, Color. If Austin Jackson's out there mauling fools, I want to know. If he's,
I'll probably just have you all on a group call the whole time I'm there.
No, because you need your phone to record. You're gonna need a pen and paper. You need to make sure your phone is charged when keep it off until.
Yeah, I've got a lot. When we're done here, I got to gear up and I got to get things on chargers.
You need to be ready and set.
My backpack going on. I don't know what the rules are going to be.
Bring the tape recorder. If you got an old phone, you can record on just for audio recording.
Exactly. Oh, I've got a few. I got a tablet. I got an iPad. I got a couple things I could utilize.
Yep. Get all on that. Get a fanny pack. You got a fanny pack?
I got a backpack.
I don't know if they'll let you bring a backpack in.
I know it probably has to be clear, but it'll at least let me get the stuff organized and down there, and then I can kind of like
into the car. Yeah, I got you.
Figure out what I'm allowed to bring in and all that.
Yeah. Get there early enough, you can find out a couple of things and see.
Well, I'm supposed to meet up with a mutual friend of ours at the Walmart around anywhere from 8 to 9 o'clock. Gates open at 9. I'm picking my wheels up. I'll have wheels by 7 a.m. Up here where I'm at, and it's about a 55-minute drive to the stadium. The problem is it's going to be right through rush hour. So, the quicker I get to the turnpike, I'm trying to get myself in that first wave that's before the first accident. You know what I mean? On the turnpike. So I figure though 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, that's a 2-hour buffer for a 55-minute drive. I should be okay. Although It's, I mean, it's been known to shut down completely before. So as far as the road goes, but I think I'll be all right. There we go. There's my man right there.
Yep.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying, Batman. As you can, as we discussed, I'll give you a buzz in the morning when I've actually got my wheels and heading down. If I get there a little early, I'll just go have a couple pancakes over at the Denny's across the street from Walmart.
Never get there too early, bro. You get up there and rub some elbows with some of the fans. You'll be seeing everybody around there and let them know to holler at the TFTG family. So
it's gonna be fun, man.
Tomorrow going to be an exciting day. I can't wait for it. Ali and I will be waiting on bated breath for the group chat for you to let us know what's going on. Guys, make sure everybody's hitting the like, the share, help share with everybody. We're trying to grow the network. We need your guys' help. Make sure to check out Ali's show, Color Show. We'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. We got Tonk, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Later.